Good. I
Couple
gotta close.
couple points of bookkeeping. If you look on your character sheets in the action tab,
Yep.
I've on most of your sheets I've created an extra action tab for your special abilities to help automate them. Every character class has a
Uh,
certain like sneak attacks or
Yep.
channel energy and stuff like that.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
I see.
I've
Yep.
added all that, so I think we should be good for that.
Cool.
It takes a while to do all that, so
No, man.
Yeah.
that was most of my prep for this game.
Cool.
Like I was telling the guys earlier, I usually take screen recordings of all these games, and it's got a voice and just basically the game room. I've got a very unvisited YouTube channel that I posted up on, and I'll post last week's up probably sometime tomorrow, and maybe even this session here. I don't clean them up at all. I just whatever happens during the game happens to the game. I don't worry about language or even think that you're being recorded. It's just basically so I can go back and look if I need to find something.
Cool.
That's
That's cool, man.
Did you
in
post a
it.
link?
I will. It's also fun sometimes to watch them. Sometimes the sessions are pretty good. We've had a few pretty good Lankamar sessions that were up. Anyway, let's see here. So I've got everybody's miniature set up except for I couldn't find Darcel's picture.
Nah, man, that's awesome. You did good on mine. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Darcel, if you could post a copy of that picture into the Discord chat sometime before next session, I'll make you up a miniature, like a round miniature, like everyone else has. I would have did it. I just couldn't find an original for that one to do it from.
I'm not sure where I got it from, but I'll find it and post it.
Okay, cool, awesome.
You've got a squared up picture of him, though.
Yeah, which is fine. And if we just use that, we just use that.
Yeah.
Dwarves are more square than round anyway.
Well, they're large, round
Except
wise,
for the-
yes, for sure.
Except for the one I played in our last campaign.
Oh yeah, he was miniature dwarf. He was
He
like
was
a mini
wiry.
pool.
Yeah, he was a different kind of guy. Different kind of dwarf.
All right, so we've got the sounds of battle have
They did.
yeah, they faded. You can still hear the sounds of screams and ruckuses in other parts of the town. As you guys are are starting to collect yourself, Father Xantus comes out of the cathedral that he'd taken refuge in, and he comes out and sees that you guys are wounded, and bids
here,
you
right?
bids you to gather around and uses the channel energy ability that clerics are able to use, and heals everybody for 6 points, which I think gets everybody back to 0. So I'll mark you.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was lucky. I got critted, but they rolled a 1 and a 2 on the die.
Cool beans.
I healed myself.
Well, you don't often get critted for 3 points.
And he says,
Yeah, that was lucky.
"Thank you for your bravery. You saved countless lives. I'm Father Xantus, as you may know. Yeah,
Are there more goblins running around the rest of the town, or
there is. You can kind of hear that there's a commotion to the north of here, probably near the gate, or near the White Deer.
All right. Do you want us to go up? If you're good here, should we go out there and see if we can help them up there?
You can. Who would like to go?
We'll go.
Let's go.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we should go.
Our services are required to the north.
Okay. So you guys head up to the north. There's no map for this one, but you can.
Yep.
I've got the Sandpoint map. I don't know if you guys have all that. You got it saved like I asked you. Down in. Okay,
Yep.
perfect. Okay, so you see a little a smaller circle. It's not that far away, maybe a few hundred feet. You could almost see it. That's the northern gate, and that's the building right beside it. Is to the left is the White Deer Tavern, and you can see the gates are wide open. There's some flames coming from some of the wooden postern door, and there's a bunch of dead goblins laying on the ground, and you can see the sheriff Belor Hemlock. He looks like he's got some blood on his blade. He's got a large bastard sword in his hand. He's got like his studded leather armor that he wears. He's got a couple other guards that are with him, town guards, but it looks like there's 2 town guards that have been slain. Either that or they're just about to be tended to by Belor Hemlock just as you guys arrive on the scene. One of them might be alive.
Are there more goblins? You need our help.
I think they've fled for now. A couple jumped off the ridge down to Junker Beach. They must have perished in the fall. Where'd
they come from?
We don't know yet. Just kind of looking around now. We've chased this batch here from behind the tavern here, or the inn.
Okay. So
We're gonna make a sweep of the town once we secure the gate. Is there a
cathedral is
healer?
fine.
Is there a healer in your bunch?
I believe so.
Brent here is grievously wounded. I don't know if my makeshift healing will keep him.
I'll turn around to my companions. Is one of you a healer? We haven't actually been introduced to each other, but
No.
if one of you is a healer, can you help the sheriff out?
Is
Are you on
the
mute, Randy?
I help the sheriff out on. Certainly I can do something. How badly is he hurt?
He's probably almost at -10
Oh wow!
in your dwarfy Healy estimation.
Oh my.
when you said, do we have the map? Do you mean the map that you posted up in the Discord channel?
I'll do. I'll share it again in case you guys don't have it up.
Oh, okay. Because I've got. Oh, okay. That one I didn't have. I only have the download of it. Okay.
So this map here, if you like take the piezo symbol in the top left corner and you drag it down into one of your hotbar slots, it'll always be there. And then you can just click on it whenever you want.
Yeah. That's an idea.
That's a good idea.
Is this how the goblins came through? Just the gate here?
I believe so. Yes. This Jaren is dead, and he's badly wounded. We think that's maybe how some of them came through, but I don't know how they could have been in so many different places at once. There was goblins here. There was goblins, we think, by the cathedral.
We were just at the cathedral. and
Are there?
we-
Is there any more left?
Not
no,
alive.
We killed all that we saw.
Okay. Well, we're going to secure this gate. Perhaps if you could help me tend to this man, and we'll get him back to either the town hall or the garrison.
Or
We'll
the temple. They
Pray
probably have
for him,
healing at the temple.
comfort him, but I cannot heal him. Perhaps someone else can actually provide healing.
At the very least, I can carry him back to the temple. He should have healing there.
Well, I have some cure light wound spells, but is it probably not gonna do enough if he's -10? You say?
yeah.
Yeah, like he
that
looks
would
really
stabilize
beat up.
him.
He looks pretty
Stabilize
bad.
him.
Yeah.
At
Yeah.
least it'll stabilize him.
He's stabilized.
Yep.
But without healing, he might not make it through the night.
Well, okay. Let me throw a cure light wound.
Where is? No, there they are.
Where's the hot bar?
Okay, so down on the bottom of the game room screen, you should see numbers 1 to 12 in little
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Got it.
You drag it right down into one of those slots.
Okay, so it's not pulling up for me though.
Did I cast it on the right person?
I screwed up.
So
So this map here, the Sandpoint map.
Oh
is-
yeah, okay, it works now.
Okay, cool.
Brilliant. Thanks, bud.
No problem.
Thanks, man. That's awesome.
1, 2, 3.
Let's see here. Okay, that's very helpful, Darcel. Belor Hemlock says that might get him on his feet. So he kind of comes around. He's not in fighting shape, but he's able to bear weight.
up on your feet, soldier.
And the other two guards that are with Hemlock, they start putting out the fire and securing the gate. He says, "You come with me while we sweep the town. Make sure there's no more around."
Absolutely.
Yes. Does this kind of thing happen often?
It happened one other time, but there was only 3 goblins snuck into town. Nothing like this. Much. I saw at least a dozen up here. You can see that there's 8 dead on the ground, and he said a couple escaped through the northern gate once he got to hacking them apart, and 2 jumped off the cliff at Junker Beach, trying to get away. So if you guys sweep through the town, you guys start making your way back towards the area of carnage.
Yep.
Where the Swallowtail Festival was. The streets are clear. Everybody's taken refuge. Father Xantus.
Just one slight interruption. Nasdaq, did you get my note? The password is rusty.
Thanks.
Okay.
All right.
I was
Cool.
having trouble getting it. Forgot the password.
Okay. I think I put a pin up for it on the Discord.
You did, but we've gotten past that in messages.
I think you just click on the pin and it'll
I see. Yeah.
pop back up.
Okay. No, as long as you're good, it's all good. Okay. Thank you. Sorry about that. Go ahead.
It's okay. All right, so you get back down to that area. The town seems kind of quiet at the moment. You don't see any like fires or smoke or anything.
Yeah. I will stop at the Temple of Iori to make sure they're okay as well. as we
Okay.
sweep back.
That was the let's see, House of Blue Stones. That's down.
Yep.
Okay, you know where that is. All right.
Yeah, I do. That's my religion, so I would stop by there just to make sure they're okay and touch base with them.
Is anybody going to collect the ears or check them for
Yeah,
treasure?
absolutely.
Check them for treasure.
Yeah,
treasure.
Greyhawk and
Yeah.
start
I'll do both.
Okay.
ear cutting.
Yeah, Alex.
They're like, what?
The guy who's able to collect them and pays good money for them.
Don't judge me.
No, he knows. The sheriff knows that the guy at the Goblin Squash Stables pays 5 gold pieces.
I
for
figured
each
he would
pair.
know, but I wasn't sure which of our players would know with their character.
We were all on the tour.
Yeah, yeah, that's right.
I'm pretty sure Alexis would know because that's where she's got
Right.
the her horse stable.
Yep, that's correct.
The one goblin that was coming after me, I think he was the commando, or
Yes.
was he commando?
Yeah.
Yeah. What? I want to search him. What does he have on him?
So if you
And I
guys
cut
will,
off his.
yeah, for sure. If you guys will consult the party sheet and check in the inventory.
Yeah.
Okay.
I forgot about
It's in
that.
there.
Yeah. Party sheet. There we go.
Okay, I didn't really. You put it in there. Good.
Okay.
So there's just you find 2 unidentified magic items. I'm assuming you're gonna cast detect magic. Either Nasdaq or either Rada or Darcel probably would.
Yep.
I don't know if you have that one.
Per has it as well.
Per has it as well. Okay, so
Yeah.
we can just assume that you guys pretty much always do it.
Yep. That
There's
was
2
that'd be a safe
unidentified.
assumption.
Yeah, there's 2 unidentified items. They're both
Potions.
potions. Yeah. Anybody spellcrafty types or
No.
or chemical types?
No,
Yeah, I'll take
not
10. You get a on spellcraft. I get 18.
Okay, I think you have to roll on this because if there's a failure, you have to wait another day.
I think that's right.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you have to wait it. That's
Okay.
the.
Just don't roll a one.
Yeah,
Don't drop it.
there's no penalty if you roll five or more or less.
Yeah, identify it by drinking it.
Yeah, nice.
No,
Wet
oh,
your
so
lips.
Yeah,
fancy
no,
grounds.
yeah,
Still loading.
not a problem. Do you want me rolling for you?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. There's Rata here. Okay, this is for the lesser of the two potions. It's not quite as strong. The aura. And then
Should have rolled it yourself.
the stronger one. Yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
So
Lovely.
from now on, when the dungeon master asks, "Do you want me to roll it for you?" the answer should be no.
That looks like my combat rules of last week or 2 weeks ago.
yeah.
The answer will be,
It's fun to see.
"Wait till I get there, fucker."
It's kind of fun to see someone else having those kind of roles for a change.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
but,
not in
but
this
they're
situation.
still our rules.
Yeah, exactly.
I know. I know. Oh boy.
So other than the arrows, is there any of the rest of the stuff people want, or we should be selling it all?
I could probably sell it all. It's probably not worth a whole lot. Like the small leather armor. Are you trying to load something in, Alendrill? I keep getting your. I'm not sure what's going on.
Neither do I.
No, it just take forever to load. I'm finally in.
No, this
Oh,
the Pathfinder thing
Dan.
keeps coming up in the chat. Do you have something maybe in the chat window?
So,
No, I'm just trying to pull back up that map now. So every time I do that, it does that.
how'd you pull it back? Oh, you mean from the fast bar?
Yeah, no, like
The hot
the
bar.
Sandpoint map.
On the hot bar.
Okay.
From the hotbar or just from the?
Yeah, from the hotbar.
Okay, that's weird. Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe
Spellcraft.
maybe I have to
Sorry, go
identify it. Try that.
Oh, there we go. We got
For
Alexis is here.
spellcraft, do we need to have ranks in it to roll it?
Yeah,
Or
that's one of those ones.
Okay.
Yep.
Spellcraft or Knowledge Arcana. I used.
Yeah, I don't have.
Or use using magic device.
I don't have any of those with ranks in them.
And disable device, that's another one I think you can't use untrained.
Yeah.
But,
That
yeah,
one I do,
there's
but-
only a couple of them, but the ones that are, I think that's one of them.
Yeah.
Knowledge checks as well.
Okay.
Or any knowledge greater than 10.
What about craft alchemy? Anybody have that?
I don't think that's a skill, is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah, it's one of
Yeah.
the craft skills.
No, I don't.
Usually the only person who's going to take that is if we had a bomber,
Yeah.
an alchemist.
Father Xantus might be able to help.
Oh, yeah.
I could look at his stats.
Let's see what.
Let me see here.
So while we're heading around town looking to clean up and picking up the goods, I will at least introduce myself to my fellow party members.
Yes.
My name is Rampa. I've just got in town, as you might tell. This is the first time I've actually swung this weapon in anger, and the first time any of my equipment has been bloodied or even used, for that matter. You can tell by the brightness of my buckles on my knapsack and the cleanness of the leather. But I hope to do more of this stuff. I've come here. I'm trying to figure out how to get a revenge on a lot of undead, because I hate undead. But goblins are a good start. And you guys seem to be right coordinated. Did any of you know each other beforehand?
Alas, no.
Well, I'm sure.
Go ahead.
No, I say I'm sure everyone's heard of my fabulous purring in the pubs around town and the inns.
I saw
I'm
you.
I stand up on a barrel and do a bow and say, I am the pur of purity.
Hmm.
Well met, everyone.
Well, unfortunately I haven't heard of you, but then I only just got in town maybe an hour or so before this whole commotion, so I don't know anybody. But I'm glad to meet you. Per.
I saw you perform at the Rusty Dragon.
Oh,
I
I hope you enjoyed
was
it.
in the corner drinking tea. You probably didn't even notice me.
Was he superb?
Yeah,
Oh boy.
it was perfect. And that is how it's going to go the rest of the campaign.
I suspect so.
Perfect. So I specialize in import-exporting materials. I'm just looking to set up a new some business relations here in the lovely village of Sandpoint.
Yeah, I didn't see you on the ship, so you must have already been here.
No, I was on the boat. Yeah,
Oh.
I was just maybe below cabins with
One of the below deck guys.
the other elite people.
I understand.
Father Xantus.
Nobody knows what these potions are.
No.
It's goblin slop.
It is. It's poison
The
for
goblin
sure.
spit in the potion container.
Just dump them down the sewer.
We might want to hang on to them anyway. We may yet figure out what they do. And if it's really bad, we can always throw them away later.
Can you throw the Sandpoint into the one more time? And see if I can
Absolutely.
pull it down properly.
For
I got
sure.
the map of Swallow Festival perfect, but
Okay, perfect.
somehow I fucked up the other one.
That's all right. There you go.
Thanks, man.
I've been in town for about 3 weeks or so. Been training and working with a horse, looking for opportunities. And when I'm comfortable with the riding this new horse, I'll move on and find out
Perfect.
wherever opportunity takes me.
Excellent.
Alexis is wearing a tabard and a symbol of Saren Ray on the tabard. So pretty dedicated.
Okay, so Hemlock asked you if you were there for the dedication of the temple.
Yes, I stayed in town intentionally to see the dedication of the new temple. I wanted to check out. Obviously, all of them are worth revering, but I was specifically interested in the Saren Ray portion.
It's a shame that this happened. We should sweep the town, though, to make sure that there's anybody...
Let's go.
Absolutely. I'll give you a hand.
Okay, so as you feel free to walk and talk, nothing, you guys don't find anything threatening for the rest of the way. You do see the odd dead goblin that maybe fell into a rain barrel and drowned, or jumped off a roof and broke his neck. There's maybe a half a dozen around here. There was a dozen up by the gate and close to a dozen where you guys were. So you're guessing around 30 goblins by the time
Is
you...
anybody tracking them down? The ones that ran away?
Absolutely. Can we yeah, maybe with you look like somebody who knows how to find things there.
Yeah,
Grandpa?
I have
Find
some
people?
tracking abilities. Yeah, if you like, I'll ask the chief guard. If you like, we can try and track them and see if we can get the survivors.
Okay, yeah, if you want, but only a few fled to the north. Only a few got away from me.
And did we find out where they actually came in through? Which portion of the gate they?
I think that my injured man here was telling me that after he got him up and walking and stuff like that, he said that they got ambushed from the inside of the gate.
Interesting.
In that they fought as
The
best.
north gate.
Yeah, they fought as best they
Okay.
could, but then the goblins opened up the gate, and several came in there. It was just fortunate that Hemlock happened to be in the area, and maybe some came from the bridge to the east. There's a little bridge that leads to the hinterlands. It looks like in the Swallowtail Festival area, it looks like some of them might have been in a cart, like under a tarp.
Oh, is that cart still there?
Yeah,
was
the
gonna
cart
say,
is
did
still there. That was the cart that they're trying to light on fire.
Oh, we should search that. I will
Yep.
search it.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, you find signs that there was goblins in there for a couple hours. how they managed to keep quiet and not rouse any attention is beyond you. But there's like feces and there's signs that goblins had been in this cart for several hours.
Yeah, I'll definitely let you search it if there's feces in there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
gloves, please.
well, I'm good at tiptoeing around goblin feces because they live a lot in my homeland. So I'll try it. I'll try a perception to be absolutely sure that these are goblin feces. No, just to really case out the cart. I'll see what I can do. I don't know. Oh my God, there's my bad rolls again. Someone else better come in here and check out this goblin cart.
Let me see what I can find here.
It doesn't look like the cart was related to any particular merchant or anything like that. It was just kind of maybe wheeled in and left, but it was definitely wheeled in.
There's a good. Okay. Maybe we should burn it after all.
And you can make the assumption also that it wasn't wheeled in with a horse because goblins hate horses.
Right.
It's a well-known fact that goblins are terrified of horses.
That's why that's called a horse chopper.
Yeah.
Long reach weapon.
What other animals are used in town to carry carts? Is that common?
Well, there's
we would have seen it. Oxen.
Yeah, there's oxen and mules and stuff like that. Mules are close enough to horses that probably freak goblins out, and probably oxen as well. It was probably pushed by 1, 2, or 3 people of probably nondescript enough that they could just wander through towns. They could just wander through town with impunity.
So, is it plausible that they did so knowing goblins were in their cart, or would this?
Yeah,
Would they know?
yeah. It looks like that this cart was specifically brought in and set in this area with goblins in it.
Is it a local cart? Do you know if it's a local cart or was it just come from somewhere else? Like maybe the goblins waylaid some other people.
Yeah, that's possible. It looks like it's maybe like a merchant's cart.
Okay. Well, I'm all for trying to track the few guys that got away. See if we can bring them down too, so that you won't get another raid coming by in a near future.
Okay.
Maybe go find out why these guys had done this. Is this common?
No.
For goblins to be attacking this area?
Not at all. Like I said,
See if we can bring back a prisoner.
We've only had several incidents, and the most was 3 goblins at one time found their way into town and were lighting
Sheriff,
things on
with
fire.
Now, that's who's answering.
Yeah.
Okay, so he sees this cart and can perform his investigation with that. We can go forth. We don't need to secure the cart. He's right there.
Yeah, he's right there. The other clues that maybe something more was afoot was just the way they were all scattered around the town, and they didn't seem like they were set on securing a certain building, or they had a certain plan.
They didn't have an objective, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, they just
good point.
Random chaos.
Has anything else happened in town?
Yeah, like I said, a couple buildings were set on fire, but those fires were quickly put out. As far as you know, that none of the goblins really made off with anything, and only one person perished in the attack. The guard at the north gate. It looks like the other guard with Durcel's magical help will pull through. Father Xantus will set him up in the cathedral. In the infirmary, and Sheriff Hemlock says that obviously the Swallowtail Festival will come to a conclusion. I don't think the people of the town are too willing to come back out and enjoy the festivities after what's happened. So
what I'm going to do is my familiar, I've named him Cheese.
Okay,
he's going to fly in the direction that the goblins were running to and try and find them.
Okay.
How much of a head start do they have?
Probably about a half an hour.
Oh, fly, birdie, fly.
Okay. Well, if anybody is willing, I'm going to head out the front gate and I'm going to try and track him.
I'm
Alrighty.
with you. I can't track, but I can follow and help.
Yeah, I can track. I actually have track.
All right.
I'm supposed to be able to track, but I wasn't very good at learning that, I
Well,
guess.
while we're moving, I want to reflect on everything the sheriff said, and I respect authority and those that are put in the position of authority, but I think I want to sense motives to see if I get a feel for if there's more behind what he's saying.
Okay. You think that the sheriff's hiding something?
I personally don't know, but the role will say if Alexis thinks so or doesn't think so.
You know, you think he's confused by the attack and how a couple of things that have come to light could have happened, like who would wheel the card out, who would do this. But you don't think that he has any knowledge of who would have done it that he's not sharing with you?
As I leave to go out the door and try and track him,
But
I will ask the sheriff, mention to him that he might want to check to see if there's anything else unusual happened in town, because this was such an uncoordinated attack. It almost seems like it's a diversion, and if it's a diversion, something else has been happening.
Okay, we'll check around.
And then I'll head out.
Is there any other women characters in the party? Female characters? I
Alexis,
can't remember.
There's Alexis
Yep.
and the Purr of Purity.
And Purr.
Okay, that's me. I just say because it looks like you're all ready to go tracking, right? So I just wondering if you strong men would be willing to pull me in this cart. Um,
Uh,
it would slow us down.
ask me when I get back.
what? You mean you want me to walk too? Oh God!
Are you
I
going to?
will.
So you must be one of those indoor cats.
I'm just a more refined cat than most other cats.
Hmm.
I like
Well,
to travel in comfort. If someone's going to do a survival tracking, I can do one for a support. I'm not that good, but I can at least try and support someone because
Yep.
my natural ability, my natural my natural hunter ability as a cat folk does give me a bonus in it.
All
So
right.
I
Well,
will try.
I'm a
I will
plus
try.
5 survival and plus 6 for track.
Excellent. I'm a +2, so I'm gonna try and support you
Okay.
by sniffing him round.
Oh, I forgot to add the plus 1. Well, it doesn't
Well,
matter. That's a
No,
26.
I supported you.
Well, I rolled a 20. You rolled an 18, so it's pretty good.
yeah, so that's 27 altogether.
I think you got the scent of the goblins.
Yeah, the goblins.
Actually 28 because I forgot to put the plus 1 on my own track.
There you go. Yeah, you've got the. They definitely fled up this road for a while anyway. And do you have a way to communicate with your familiar from a distance, Rada, or is it just
Emotions up to 1 mile.
okay?
Let us know when he gets excited.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. If it does,
If it does, yeah.
it looks like they may have taken the I think it's the Lost Coast Road north, and then it kind of turns to the east as it follows the coast, and at that point they go off road, and the footprints become more difficult to find. So you can track them for about an hour for sure.
Perception?
Yeah, and give me a perception check for the familiar as well.
Bird is a
24.
word.
Yeah,
Bird,
Can
bird.
we all do perception or
the
just
thrush.
only?
Like you don't have them in visual sight or anything like that, but maybe the thrush will see signs of them.
Bird is a word. Bird don't see shit.
Alrighty.
Well, my perception is pretty good, so I should still be able to keep them going.
I'm gonna try perception because I was supporting the tracking. Maybe I'll get it. Oh, maybe.
Well, you got support.
No.
I rolled a 19, so it was a 24.
It's good.
Okay,
So
so
are they staying on the road, or are they breaking inland?
they stayed on the road for probably about an hour of fairly sustained rapid movement, and then they went off road up along by the coast. The thrush is flying around. Doesn't seem to be, you know, maybe it's gone beyond the range, or maybe you've got it so it doesn't go beyond the range. But within that range, it doesn't pick up anything. After about an hour or so, you can ascertain that they're probably heading in the direction that the road heads. The road heads for quite a ways. You get up to. Has anybody spent a lot of time outdoors in this area?
Right.
Not a ton.
No.
Is it outside of town?
Yeah,
Like which area outside of town?
to the north.
No.
I would say probably no. I would ride to the south, someplace that's safer. Like
Yeah, stay along the civilized area in the Lost
Yeah,
Coast
yeah.
Road. Yeah, yeah. The north gets a little wilder. You've heard stories about Raven's Roost, which is a bunch of hills to the east, and then the Tickwood is notorious for giant ticks and some extremely aggressive boars. And then Shankswood to the north of the Lost Coast Road. You haven't really heard too much about that. But you get to an area, it looks like it's like an old abandoned graveyard. And the sun is getting ready to go down, and you've got about 2 hours back to town. So you either spend the night outside or head back just beyond dusk.
Well, if we haven't found anything at this point, there's certainly
It
not a
doesn't-
current threat.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's a large collection of goblins anywhere around.
And
It
the
seems
bird hasn't been able to see anything,
the
right?
bird hasn't been able to spot anything.
All right.
It does look like there was, like near the gate, there was a large collection of goblins, and they probably did use this road for the last little bit anyway.
All right. Well, I don't know the territory around here, gentlemen, and ladies. So my suggestion is we return to the city or the town.
Now, when you asked us if anyone had gone north, do you mean in the sense of we've explored and have some knowledge now of that area?
Yeah,
Okay, because I make a point of asking lots and lots of questions as I perform in the different pubs and venues, and I'm pretty skilled in getting local information. Could I make a knowledge local roll
sure.
to find out okay,
Yeah.
I will try and make a knowledge local roll. Oh, well, maybe not.
Let's see here. Let's see if I can give you a couple tidbits that. Let's see if I can find it.
By the way, anybody that wants those arrows that we captured,
Yes.
20 arrows, just pull them into your inventory.
Well, I was going to ask if anyone else needed them too. Does
I don't
anyone
currently
else
have a bow, so I
Okay.
don't need them.
Yeah. What about anyone else? Does anyone else shoot a bow?
Are the arrows
I do, but
sized
go
or
ahead, man.
small,
Absorb
or are
them.
they normal?
Just
I'll
regular
steal
arrows.
from you when you go to sleep.
Right.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, they're just regular
But-
arrows.
Well, there's actually two sets of them. So if two people want to take 10, one set of
Yeah.
20 each.
I would just take one because I have 40 arrows right now, but I'd love to have 60 arrows. But I wouldn't take both of them.
I'll definitely take one of them.
I would
Yeah, I'll
add 10. I'll add 10 to my collection of ammo.
Okay.
Oh, no, wait.
So Alandra
Can
wants to
we-
take 10 as well.
So the you do know that there's in the Shankswood, there's a small tribe of goblins called the Seven-Tooth Tribe, and they claim that area as their home. And the Shankswood, it's small pine and eucalyptus trees, and it's relatively dense. Pretty easy to get turned around in there. Probably prime territory for goblins with undergrowth and stuff like that.
But we
It's
didn't see
Shanks.
anybody go into the
Yeah.
Shankswood. We went all the way to the graveyard, right?
Yeah, this is the map that I'm referring to.
Yep.
See the
I
paupers'
printed that one
graves to
out.
the north. Yeah, that's where they bury the people who didn't have a name, or transients, or people that that wouldn't go into the Sandpoint Cathedral.
So we went all the way up to the paupers' graves.
Yeah,
and now
which
we're
is
coming back.
about I think it's about roughly 4 miles.
Okay.
So we'll keep our eyes open as we go past the Shankwoods.
Yeah, you guess that maybe the goblins might have disappeared into the Shankswood, or maybe they kept, or maybe they just went to the
Although I kind of get
coast.
the impression that they didn't, which means they might not be part of the Shankswood goblins. It could be goblins from another tribe.
Yeah, could definitely be too.
Okay. Anyway, we won't need to stop there. Just keep right on going back.
Okay. I'm not sure what. Let me look up Raven Roost for you. Give you a little tidbit on that one. I'm not completely familiar with that one.
Oh, I see. Right. It's a hilly area.
Yeah,
Well,
I
I
don't
might
think.
not know that yet.
Let's see what it says here. This ragged range of broken hills is decorated here and there with isolated copses of eucalyptus, pepperwood, and pines. Not a lot of things live here from relatively harmless wild animals. It's the tickwood that's relatively dangerous, and then further out there's the nettlewood and the mosswood. The Tors, the Ashen Rise has a particularly malevolent reputation among the locals. You know that one for sure, Per, because you've heard the legend of the Sandpoint Devil. So some kind of monster that haunts the Ashen Rise. It's like a horse-like creature with bat wings, flies at night, and snorts fire.
Ooh, sounds like a nightmare.
Are you guys familiar with the New Jersey Devil? I'm pretty sure that's the legend that was pretty similar to that.
Yeah.
If you get a picture in your mind of that creature, that I'm pretty sure that's what this one was based off of.
Okay.
Well, I just tell the rest of the party what I know about this. Convey the information.
Well, for a wandering
What I picked
encounter.
up.
Okay.
Yeah. I say we don't go to any of those places because they're bad news. But anyways, that's just me.
So I'm assuming you guys head back, get back right around nightfall.
Yep.
So it's
So we
about
think these goblins are from Shankswood, or at least the trail leads there.
yeah, something like that.
Yes. Now we just got to find out what they were doing all the way over here, Sandpoint, at the festival.
Yeah, and what
We probably weren't invited.
Provoked them.
yeah, and what the plan was. Like,
Yeah.
it's pretty evident that they had help getting into the town.
Yep. So who let them in, right?
Precisely.
Who let the dogs in?
As you're getting back, Belor Hemlock is at the north gate, and they're cleaning up the last of the goblins. And he says, "Oh, did you find any more signs of large groups?"
We chased him as far as we couldn't catch him. We went as far as the graves, past that woods up there, and somebody else said there might be goblins in the woods, but we didn't see any sign of them either in the woods or anywhere else. Whatever they did, they hightailed it out of here in a hurry.
You were gone for a fair bit. I was worried for the worst.
Oh no!
Mika Lanjitsu, he was the proprietor of the Rusty Dragon Inn. I don't know if you're familiar with that establishment.
Mm-hmm.
We spoke earlier, and I told him about your heroism, and she's invited you all to stay at her inn for free.
No, excellent.
if you decide
Excellent.
to take her up on that.
Oh,
I'm looking for a place to stay there.
There may be some strings attached. You might want to talk with her. Um, but yes,
Always strings attached.
she
But
did say to if I was to see you to let you know that
all I heard was free, so like I'm there.
Yeah,
what could go wrong?
I know it well. It's a good place.
it is a good place. I sometimes take a cup there myself.
That's the blue circle in the bottom, right?
I believe so.
I am currently staying there, so
It's in
okay.
the south. I know that.
Yeah. So let's get rid of the Swallowtail circle. And North Circle.
Oh, we'll check back in with the sheriff and find out if he's covered anything else, or are there any other strange happenings.
Nothing that we found so far, but basically we're just doing checks to make sure that people are safe, going house to house. And we're trying to clean up
Okay.
as many bodies as we can. So far, from eyewitnesses and accounts, we're placing the number at around 30.
Of the goblins, yeah.
And I don't know as much about the goblin tribes as we have a tracker who's out in the wilds right now. She knows all the goblin tribes extensively, and but it would seem that a lot of these goblins were from different tribes.
Interesting. The clans have
A
united.
goblin rebellion. Yeah.
Different
Right.
tribes from different areas around in the hinterlands.
Was there many people hurt, or they were all able to run away?
So far, just the two guardsmen.
The guards, yeah.
Yeah, a couple minor injuries, but nothing.
That's good.
One man burned his hand trying to put a fire out, and a lady maybe broke her leg running away. So, as far as casualties go, it could have been a lot worse. I'm grieving for this young man's family who's back in Magnamar. He'd come up here to work.
That's too bad. You'd think this is a quieter town than that.
Did he have anything on him?
Just the standard issue from the town.
Yeah, I know.
and 8 silver pieces.
Yeah, that is 6. I mean, 6.
Six, yeah. Well, that's
Let's see here.
pretty good for the day. Are you planning to do anything about the goblins or insurrection? Are you going to mount any kind of offensive? Are there anything going to happen about that?
I don't think so. We don't have enough. We've only got 10 guards at the moment, and we can't be making forays into the hinterlands.
Okay.
But we'll.
Is there anything we can help you with at all in the short term?
I can't think of anything right this moment, but if I do think of something, I believe I know where to find you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, the rest.
Okay. All right. Excellent. And once again, the town of Sandpoint is in your debt.
Perfect.
Good.
I mean, oh yeah, of course.
Free drinks all around.
That's what I'm thinking.
By the way, like just for, do you want me to sell some of this equipment?
Please.
Okay, so let's get rid of let's.
I think everything except the arrows, which they're still show there, but I'm assuming the other two took 10 arrows each or added 10 to
I
your-
took one, and it deducted it.
Yeah,
I took one group of 20.
yeah. What you do is you just drag the icon into your inventory.
Well, I'm going to take one of the magic potions,
Yeah,
I think.
put them both on your sheet until we get them identified, then we can distribute them, and
Yeah,
that
then
way
we'll know they are.
I'll just
Yeah.
sell the rest.
Okay. So I've got them. We'll use those who need them.
Yeah.
Assuming there is something like healing. If they're poison, we can sell them later.
I'm gonna drop the value on these for. Don't forget to take the arrows. I'm gonna drop the value down to 25%. They're just buying these off you guys just to say thanks for helping us out. They're
That
not
makes
really of any value to anybody.
Oh,
But
I
it's
think
just,
two people. Yeah, I think two people have picked. Oh, okay. The arrows are gone now. Okay.
There we go.
Arrows are gone now. Yeah.
Anybody need a short bow or anything like that?
Oh, is there a short bow there?
No,
Be small
there's
though.
2 of them.
Oh no, it's too small.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll sell that.
I'm holding out
Good.
for a
Oh,
longbow.
yeah. Good. You kept the whip. I like that. I
Did you
think.
want the whip?
Well, I'm thinking I could use it in a performance maybe. But I'm not sure. It's a small one. It might not. It might be too small for me.
Oh no, you're a small person, same size.
No,
All right,
I'm
well,
medium.
Everybody
But I'll
got
take it. I'm gonna take the whip because I just like the idea of it.
Well, if you're going to use it in your
Sure.
performance, the small whip is probably better.
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
And I'll put the value back up to 50% for anything else.
All right. Get rid of that.
So a couple of the local merchants who are taking care of this stuff for you give you each a bag of 28 gold pieces.
Oh, it's good. Each. Eh?
Each, yeah. And I put it all on your sheet, and there's 4 gold
yes, you
pieces
did.
left in the group fund.
Yep. Thank you.
Ooh, that's good.
I noticed you did. I now have money again. I was down to 4 gold.
Yeah.
Starting out with a breastplate is expensive.
I think I have a map of the Rusty Dragon, but I don't remember where it is. Let me see here.
Time for a bar fight?
No, I just want you guys to see where you're
That gold,
staying.
can
There
we
we
drag
go.
it, or can we just type it in our shit?
It should already be
I-
in your sheet.
Yeah, it's already added it.
It's already
I see
on.
it in mine.
Gotcha.
I would
Yeah,
like
I
to
asked 'cause
make
I added it
a.
again.
Oh, good move. I never thought of that.
You would like
Do
to
we?
make...
Do we see? Sorry.
It's okay.
Go ahead.
I was asking you what you're gonna ask.
Well, I'm wondering, is there many patrons in here right now? Like, do we see many patrons?
No. It's not
Oh.
not a ton of people. Like only the people that are actually staying there overnight, and there are a lot of people who have just kind of taken to their room, and everyone's pretty anxious about the goblins coming back. And
Oh, okay, because I was wondering if I could make a sensuous purring performance, but it might not be worth it then.
well, it'd be a pretty limited audience. You might
Well,
be
you
able
could
to
try
get
out your new whip.
you know a bunch of people who have 28 gold pieces.
And fortunately,
Right.
I have a couple of copper and silver I can throw into the stage.
The hostess.
All right.
My religion.
I got a couple of arrows. I
Well,
got for you, too.
also, I've had a rough day, so maybe this is a good time to make a performance because I won't be too embarrassed if it's really a bad one.
So the owner of the Rusty Dragon, Maiko Kaijitsu, same last name as the gentleman who was supposed to speak at the Swallowtail Festival but was sick. She greets you. She says, "You must be the heroes I heard so much about from Hemlock. I hear we owe you a debt of thanks."
You do.
Well,
Thank you.
We just killed some goblins. It's no big deal. I'm just glad to so few are.
But,
Well-
I do
well-
understand we have a place to rest for a while. That's good. Thanks.
yes, while you're in the Rusty Dragon, while you're in Sandpoint, consider the Rusty Dragon home.
Perfect.
I've got some room set aside for you, and be happy to whip you up anything for dinner.
Watch the word whip.
Yeah, that would be good. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, excellent. I love that. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
What's her name again? Or her name is, she has a funny last name, but what's her first name
Yeah.
again? I'm going to make it.
I'm gonna type it into the chat
Okay.
because I forget it too. I called her Lonjitsu. That's her father's first name. Amiko Kaijitsu.
Amiko, that's what it is. Okay.
So it's to give you a description of it. This large structure is Sandpoint's oldest inn, notable for the impressive and quite rusty iron dragon that looms on the building's roof. doubling as a lightning rod and decoration. Owned and operated for the past 6 years by the lovely and popular Amaiko Kaijitsu. The Rusty Dragon is not only one of the town's most popular eateries, made so in large part by the spicy and exotic food served here, but also a great place to meet visitors from out of town, since most newcomers to Sandpoint come upon this inn first, as the northern stretch of the Lost Coast Road is less traveled. Certainly doesn't hurt that Amaiko's beauty is more than matched by her skill at music, and few are the evenings that pass without at least 2 or 3 of her songs being performed by the talented woman. Let's see here. What else would you know? As far as her nationality, she doesn't seem to be Cheliaxian or Taldoran. She seems to be from a different part of Galarian that you may or may not heard of, called Chincha. They speak a different language there called Minkayan. It's the Earth analogy for like China or Korea or Vietnam.
Right.
I'm not sure. They all have that whole setting has like a bunch of different little regional areas. I'm not sure what her nationality is, but she speaks Minkayan as well. So
She's from far away, because that's not on the continents of Astavan
No.
or Garoon.
If you make a knowledge geography check, if anybody has that or would have studied in a school or anything like that.
Well, that was one I was supposed to have, but I didn't have enough skill points. So,
Okay.
but,
Yeah, just shoot me a regular roll then.
okay,
He's shooting more than a regular roll.
Just a intelligence check.
Okay, I'll do an intelligence check.
I think he's shooting the
It's
species.
it's
Not
not
gonna be-
common knowledge, but it's not like totally arcane knowledge either.
Let's see if I can get.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
I got a 13.
You know that there's an area in Galarian north of the land of Lenorn Kings called the Crown of the World, and beyond the Crown of the World is the land of Chincha. I think that's how they pronounce it. I think it's spelled off the top of my head, but I'm not 100%. Tian or Chin. I'm not sure.
What is the letters that it begins with?
It begins with that. Tian.
Oh, there it is. Oh, yeah, Chan Cha. Okay.
Maybe there's an I in the Sha.
Is she
XI.
is she bringing us food as
Yes. Yeah, she's hooking you up. What would you guys want?
well? Just the standard.
Okay.
But when it's delivered, Alexis, out of like habit, says thank you for the meal in perfect Tian with Ming dialect.
Oh, okay. So she gives you a bow and says it's most welcome. Are you also from there?
No, I'm from here, but my foster mother taught me the dialect.
It's nice to hear another speaker. Usually only talk to my father in that tongue. When I do talk to him, she has kind of like a look on her face when she says that.
She probably has an accent, I imagine, but
Yeah, a little bit
The
of an
only
accent, but she's
the only person that Alexis would have used it would have been at home with the mother, but still
Yeah.
learning.
I mean,
I've used the language slot for it, so I obviously know it, but still
yeah, for sure.
probably have a little bit of an accent.
yeah, Amiko's accent is her common accent is not as pronounced, so she's been here pretty much her whole life. But
And I would imagine it would be like, someone from Scandinavia going to Japan and speaking Japanese, and they would be shocked to see that. So
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's definitely from there. She has the features, the physical features of that. I did send a picture of her out, right?
Yep.
Amiko.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Great.
Yeah, you did.
Okie doke. On top of things tonight. All right.
Well, I want to ask her. I tell her that I see that she seems to be. I know from the reputation in town that that she's a renowned performer, but I'm wondering what are the instruments that she performs with? They look very unusual.
Well, let's have a look here. I have to dig up her character sheet.
Uh-oh, sorry.
That's okay. I'll try and find her.
It's the sort of thing a bard would want to know, that's
Yeah,
all.
definitely. And it's the sort of thing that an extremely prepared DM would.
Are you trying to sell her your whip?
You have to anticipate what the players would do. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
tracking goblins that lead out of town that the adventure did not prepare you for.
No, there was no mention of that, and I knew in my head that was the first thing you guys were gonna do, and I was like, all right, well, after I have one like couple set piece encounters just set up just in case when I rolled the d20, you didn't get a random encounter or anything like that, but yeah, I knew for sure you guys were gonna do that.
Why wouldn't you? I mean,
I
come
don't
on.
understand how the
the author
event.
would-
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly. I'm not sure if this is an instrument or not, but it's called. There's a samisen. Anybody
Oh,
ever
it
heard of
sounds-
this? There's
I
that.
think that is an instrument.
That's in her gear. It's a masterwork one. She's also got. You also notice that she's got a silver holy symbol of Shaylin, a gold signet ring on her finger, and her rapier looks like it's either silver or mithril.
Wow. Doesn't she have like? Oh, maybe that's something that's not an instrument. I thought it was like a flute or something on her back, but that's her sheath.
No, that's like a guitar. It's like a funky lute or something like that.
Okay.
Let me see what Google tells me about samisens.
I
We
think
all
it's
carry
a type
lute,
of
just not
weapon.
the same kind.
But
The 3-string traditional Japanese musical instrument.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah.
Is it also called a biwa? Is that the, or am I thinking of something different?
Is played with a plectrum called a bachi. So I guess that's a
Gotcha.
pick. I don't know.
Ah.
The instrument used to accompany kabuki has a thin neck, facilitating the agile and virtuistic requirements of that genre. All right, well that's all I need to know about that. It's just like it's almost like Paul McCartney's bass guitar, but not quite rounded.
I can do a kazoo. Is that the same thing?
Definitely not. I just tell that I'm honored to meet another devout person devoted to Shaylin.
So you were here for the Swallowtail Festival, then the consecration of the cathedral.
Yes.
It was a shame that sacred ceremony was interrupted. This is troubling times.
It was interrupted, but we had great fun with the goblins, so it wasn't so bad.
Well, it was good that none of you were hurt. I heard that one of the young guardsmen didn't make it through the attack.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. That's true.
But none of the townsfolk were horrifically harmed. So it was a blessing in that, at least. Thanks to all of you, from what I hear. A dozen goblins lay dead at your feet. So Hemlock tells me.
Yeah, that's about right.
We were very heroic.
It
Although-
sounds like that.
How do you play a wooden fish?
If you don't mind, once the town recovers, people will probably want to meet you. They'll probably want to come in and have a look at the Sandpoint heroes, and if you could be gracious with them, I would increase my business as well. So there is.
Yeah, it's a mutual benefit. Now, I appreciate the fact you're giving us the room for free, and yes, I'm quite prepared to play nice with the patrons.
If you don't mind, that is most appreciated. I know that some of you are, probably don't engage in those sort of things, and it's completely understandable. It's not demanded, but
Nobody's ever asked for my signature before, so I'm fine with this.
it would be appreciated by me.
Perhaps you would allow me to do. I know I did one the other night, some nights ago, but you would allow me to entertain your patrons with one of my sublime sensuous purrs.
Oh, absolutely. In fact, I was kind of hoping when I had heard who was of such great help that it was you, because your performance was fantastic.
Well, thank you. And I actually am trying to sort of work in this little whip I have here, but I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it yet. But I won't be
don't wanna
doing
know.
that tonight.
I'll point to the
will.
shopkeeper 2 shots, please.
Maybe she will be doing it tonight.
No, have no worries. I won't be banishing this whip tonight. But perhaps in the next days I'll do something acrobatic with it.
She says, if you hang on to that whip, I'm sure Shalelu may be able to tell you more about it. It looks like it may have been made by goblins. She probably knows from which tribe. She doesn't come into town more than a couple days every month or two.
Yeah, we've heard of that.
But she knows as much about the goblins in this area as anyone.
Do you know approximately when she's due?
She keeps her own schedule.
You said every couple of months, so has she been in the last week or so, or has it been like a month?
It's been about a month, but like I say, she could be out there for sometimes 2 months before she comes back.
Yep.
Sometimes she comes, a couple weeks here and there.
All right.
Can you guys see anything in the Rusty Dragon? Sorry.
What's that?
Can you see anything in the it's just black.
It's just. Oh, is it?
Oh, yeah.
You guys can't
It was
see
the same with me. I closed it because it was just black for me.
Yep.
It's probably because we're not on the map, maybe, or
Okay, yeah, maybe. Let me.
Oh, no, I tried moving the map around. I just assumed we weren't supposed to be looking at anything.
It's maybe because there's line of sight set up on it.
Okay, cool.
Oh,
there it is.
There we
Nice.
go. Okay,
I closed it too.
Yeah.
How do I get back into
let
it?
me see here.
double click your token in your character sheet and you'll get it back.
Now I can see everything.
It doesn't have It's
Yeah.
got line of sight, but no grid.
That
That's
hotbar on the
cool.
bottom is amazing.
Yeah, it's a handy trick, isn't it?
Holy crap, yeah. I love it.
Yeah, that works
Let me
well.
get a grid here.
I gotta resize this. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, let me get that grid resized.
Oh, good. Now we get to pick which room we're going to get attacked in.
Do you have a giant monitor? I'm just curious.
I do have a pretty big one, yeah.
Yeah,
All these
Yeah.
all these videos they get or the whatever pictures come and they're humongous. I have to shrink them down.
yeah, yeah. They're. I only run at 1080p, so they're a bit big. But
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm
It's
running
easy
at,
enough to adjust.
I'm
that
running
wasn't-
at 2K, so
Nice.
that's why.
Attaboy.
How the hell do you? Let's see. Let's try 25.
that's
See if I can get this.
you can shift them now.
Yeah,
That's
this-
a nice thing.
I kind of assumed that all this would be done for me, but
No,
yeah.
most of them,
when you
I was like,
most of
no.
them don't.
Yeah. When I bought this ages ago, so I already had it. But it cost me like $60 or $70,
Yeah,
and you would think
they're
that
not
all
cheap.
this stuff would be done.
A lot of them were done before they had line of sight. They were done for classic, and they haven't updated them.
Yeah, there we go. That's pretty decent. Maybe 20.
That's decent. Yeah, that'd work.
Almost.
That's
Might be-
good enough.
Might be a fraction.
Yeah, close enough.
Yeah, if you
Well-
move it just a bit more.
I'm gonna go 27.5 and then call it at that.
So I see
Yeah.
some rooms are on the ground floor. Oh, I see there's upstairs. No.
Yeah.
It's good enough to work though. So
There we go. That's close enough.
Do we have
we
assigned
think that-
rooms or are we getting to that level of detail?
No, we're not getting to that level of detail, but you can.
Okay.
You guys can pick rooms out if you want. That might be helpful for later if there's an assassin.
yeah, well,
There it is.
Need to make sure the room's big enough for my whip to not hit the wall in it. But
I think those rooms are the actual.
Downstairs.
It has to be on the second floor.
That's what I thought.
yeah.
That might be
Oh, yeah.
a Maiko's room.
Oh, fair enough.
There's a Maiko, and then there's a
You
half.
went for the hot tub. You
There's
went
a-
for the hot tub, didn't you?
There's a
I did.
halfling
I did.
cook. Where's her? All this
The
information.
one with the couch looks good. Yeah. Oh,
When I
it's
first
already
looked at this
taken.
the table and chairs, when I first looked at it, it looked like it was a bearskin rug. I thought, wow, they all got bearskin rugs in them.
No rooms in the basement, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and a basement. You know, there's going to be a fight down there at some point.
It's my kind of place.
Let's start a fight.
What would
That's a
it?
class.
What would the D&D campaign be like without a fight in the tavern basement?
Is the room with the green couch a room that you can stay in, or is that sort of a lounge or something? I
No,
can't
that's
tell.
a room you can stay in.
Oh, I'll sleep on the couch there because that
Oh,
looks comfy.
No, there's a bed.
that answered my
There's-
question.
That's got like it's like a suite. It's got a bathroom and a bedroom and a couch.
Oh, that I see. That's all part of it. Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Well, I'm
I'll take fucking Spartan.
better be someone else in there too then, because I can't be that presumptuous to take such a nice room. Or maybe I can.
It's presumptuous. Correct?
It's it's got a wonderful little outhouse room there. Wow.
One detail
Civilized.
I did overlook was that one of the residents is the gentleman that you saved, Aldern Foxglove.
Oh, yeah.
Right,
And
yeah.
he is back at the inn. And between you talking with Amiko and stuff like that, he's come over and thanked you once again and offered to buy a round of drinks, but then he found out that you guys were already comped. So he's like, well, I'll have to think on it, but I'll have to think of a way to pay you back for your rescue today. I surely would have been done for. I would have had a good goblining, that's for sure, had you not been there. So I owe you a
Anytime, my
debt.
friend.
And
Gobbled up by goblins. Wow.
Anytime.
Yes.
just
What goes
try
around
to.
You
comes around.
saved your hide.
What do you do?
I'll be in town for probably the remainder of the week. If you maybe give me a couple days to think of an appropriate payment.
What do you do?
I'm nobility.
So
I,
to anything.
My family is out of Magnamar. The Foxgloves, perhaps you've heard of us. We have a manor that we're restoring on the Lost Coast Road, just off the Lost Coast Road, a large promontory overlooking the sea. It's hasn't been in use for quite some time, so there's a fair bit of work going on. Hope to bring my family out, stay there instead of in Magnamar. Most of my business just runs itself now, so it's nice to be able to spend time. But I was kind of hoping to go on a boar hunt. I don't know if that interests any of you.
Go on.
A boar hunt. I hear
Boar
the
hunt.
All right, yeah, sure.
I hear the boars of the Tickwood are particularly fearsome, but extremely tasty.
Well, I say it
Excellent.
doesn't sound too boring to me.
Excellent. Well, how about in a few days, perhaps?
Sure.
Before I go, we'll make a day of it.
Okay.
Is that
I like that. Excellent.
so? Is Per is I can never remember the voices between. So is Per down there talking to him, or is it?
Burr is down. Actually, I whatever he is, she would be too. I put Purr down in the room just for
Okay.
shits and
I only
giggles.
put them in the room to claim the room. Actually, I'm still down
Yeah.
there.
Per would be definitely up here,
Okay.
um,
Okay, I'll put them back
at
down.
probably at this table here.
So he seems to have an eye for Purr.
Does he have an
Ooh.
entourage?
He doesn't, although he does say that his wounded dog does appear like it will pull through. He's up. It's up.
Now we didn't see, we didn't get a sense that he's a performer at all or anything,
No,
do
no.
we?
This is had a picture of him set up, but
He doesn't do anything. He's royalty.
yeah,
He's
let's
a
see.
noble.
But there was a noble person from that town that was connected with the theater, if I remember, and they were traveling with the touring.
Yes, that's not him.
Okay.
This
Darn.
is one of the divas from Magnamar. Supposed to be coming out and making her Sandpoint debut tomorrow. Whether she'll still be coming or not, or whether she's still in town, you don't know. But this is Aldern Foxglove.
Oh, he looks suave. I want to ask him if he has any sort of acting ability and might be able to play the part of a wild man.
A wild man.
A
Give him the
wild
whip.
man, yeah. I have an idea that I will do a act where I am a man tamer, seeing as I'm a cat folk that looks like a lion. I want to do a man taming act with my whip, and I'm wondering if he might be game for that. It could be fun.
Perhaps we should uh, rehearse
Rehearse
it.
it in the room?
Yes, that's the
That
first thing he brings up.
sounds like a brilliant idea.
Help me get over my stage fright.
It is a rather sharp whip, though. I mean, I am quite talented and probably not hit you very hard with it.
Well, of course we would have padding.
Well,
It's
that
all for,
wasn't
all
what
for
I
the
was thinking.
all for the stage,
Probably have a safe word, right?
or
It
just
would be hit me.
heal me.
I was some sort of thinking maybe you get pasted with gum spirit and put hair all over you and make yourself look like a wild hairy man. Is that something that you'd like, or?
So is this part of the performance? I'm just curious.
Yeah. I'm not.
Yeah, I'm thinking about the performance. Yeah, I'm trying to work up an idea for a nice man taming act.
So he initially might have been taken with you, but now he's maybe getting a little scared, and he's he extends a hand to Alexis as well, and he says, "By the way, I did not get this lovely young lady's name. I'm Aldern Foxglove. I owe my life to I believe Rata, who was instrumental in saving me, and I believe it was Alandrill I was introduced to last week, and Darcel, of course, and you, I believe, were battling goblins just across the way, most expertly, I might add."
Oh, that's a giggle. I was deflecting their blows with my shield, but I couldn't hit the buggers. They were too nimble for my morning star.
Well, it was a pleasure to
But
meet
I had
you.
their attention while my companions killed them.
Well,
Especially that one. He points to the rat. He likes to sling acid at them, and that was very effective.
it was, and then when he made them all go to sleep, miraculous.
Yep.
Well, I'm off to bed, but in a couple days, perhaps you would do me the honor.
Yep, we can go boar hunting.
Excellent. Then I'll arrange for horses.
Ah, good.
All right. So basically, it's just you guys have the run of the place now. He's turned in. It's around 8:00. The town seems to be settling down. There's nothing crazy going on tonight. You can stay up and drink as you wish, or go to bed, or whatever you want. But the night passes.
Pints.
Yeah, pints. Yeah. Pints, bed.
Pints, bed, and the next morning. do this little calendar thing. Okay, so 8 o'clock in the morning comes, and a couple of you hear knocks on your door, and a couple of you hear the knocks from, you're maybe just stirring or getting up, or I don't know how early birdish you are. But
Pray at dawn every morning.
okay, so you hear the little halfling woman. I think her name is Corwin. Her last name is Corwin. I'm digging around all this information scattered all over the place. I should really have the adventure open on a PDF just to look at it. But she says, there's the Sheriff Hemlock is down. He's looking for you. Apparently there's some trouble at the cathedral.
Okay. Let's go.
All right. So you take 10 or so minutes to gear up.
I would have probably been up too, because the last job I had before I started doing all this was helping out the forge, and the forge would be started first thing in the morning.
Okay. So as you guys gather, some earlier than others, Sheriff Hemlock is, he says, Father Xantus came to me this morning, and apparently there was a disturbance in the cemetery. One of the vaults was tampered with, so I thought I would collect you and we could investigate. Seeing as you had an interest.
Did this happen to occur about the same time the goblins attacked?
Perhaps the details were scarce from Xantus, but we'll go talk to him, and he's at the cathedral. I've instructed him not to go into there by himself.
Okay.
All right. So the Sandpoint Cathedral. Let's get back on track here. Story. This is that one. All right. So you head on over to the Sandpoint Cathedral. And on the way, Hemlock says, I'm not certain what you all know of the period of time we call the Late Unpleasantness. Perhaps you've heard of it.
Not so much.
The Sandpoint Chopper.
That, yes.
Oh, yeah. I've heard of it.
The cathedral burning down. It wowould seem that Father Xantus' predecessor, Father Ezekiel Tobin, his burial vault was disturbed. I'm not sure to the extent, but we'll go and we'll have a look.
Yep, for sure.
So you get there, and there's like a hunchbacked guy who works in the cemetery too, and he's just kind of like eyeballing you guys as you're walking through, and Father Xantus is waiting near the back door of the cathedral, and he kind of points it out to you guys, and he says, "Thank you for coming. I'm not sure if it's anything, but when I made my rounds this morning." The stone door was left ajar, so that's unusual. Normally, it is tightly secured with a lock. So I went because of the dangers involved. I went to Hemlock right away. He said he'd fetch you. Good of you to come. Thank you.
How long has it been disturbed in this way?
Perhaps yesterday during the attack. Perhaps overnight tonight. Last night. I'm not certain.
Do we have permission to investigate inside?
Absolutely. Yes, please. Yep, and Sheriff Hemlock will come with you. So you go, and it's this is the little tidbit that I read this afternoon while I was kind of half asleep thinking about tonight's game. It says this encounter does not have an official map. For your convenience, a Smiteworks battle map has been provided. So this is the Smiteworks battle map that's been provided. Hold your breath. It's pretty exciting. So we're gonna say that this actual tomb is like this area up top here. This is the one thing that Roll20 does way better than Fantasy Grounds is you can ping things and then it disappears.
Totally agree. Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll call this area here Father Tobin's vault, and this area down where I've got the miniatures, that's the cemetery.
It's all black to me, but
Is it all black? It's probably just the lighting. Let me
yeah,
it's all
I
black.
think so.
let me see here. Let's see here.
All black with the grid.
Well, there's a map there.
It is
It's all
showing up
black
for me.
tiles.
This
Is it
No, it's
showing
just
for
black
you?
with a
black
grid.
and
I
white.
just have to turn the lighting off. I can't find it on here. Where is it?
I can probably guess what map it is because I've seen their maps.
Yeah. All right, hang on a minute.
Did Alder and Foxglove join us?
No,
His mini is with us.
he is, and he's on the combat tracker as well. He was part of the team.
Bum, bum, bum.
Let's see here, and they didn't include Belor Hemlock either. Those bastards. All right, so let's let me move the enemies into place. And I think it's an old map, which is why I can't turn the lighting on or off. Layers. Maybe just do this. Do you see that now? Or is it still black?
It's I
Still
see.
black. Yeah.
All right.
Have you got it in active mode, like from the
Yeah,
configuration?
it's an old
Okay.
map, so there is no map active mode on my.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, geez.
There it is. Okay, hang on.
Okay.
Okay. Yep.
There
yep,
we
yep.
go. All right, we're in business. I think.
Okay.
All right.
I was just making sure that the two icons above us were actually part of our party instead of enemies.
They're probably enemies.
Yeah, no, I can read the names.
Yeah, don't attack them yet.
That's okay.
Why not?
Not yet.
How come there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Okay,
Six.
we're good. Okay.
Yeah.
The sheriff isn't there, but I assume
Yeah.
he didn't come with us.
Well, yeah, he's there. I've got to let me.
Okay.
I just have to find him. I thought for sure he would be in the encounter, but they didn't include it. There we go. It's got Belor as an enemy. Wow. That's pretty harsh.
See, now that's why I rolled my sense motive, right?
Let me roll his bluff. All right. So you get the, let's see, I'll give you the, let's see here. In the aftermath of the raid, the stone door to the previous priest's burial vault hangs ajar. Fearing the worst, Xantus quickly seeks out Sheriff Hemlock, who in turn contacts the PCs and asks them to accompany him to Sandpoint.
What time is it?
This is early in the morning. It's like 8:30. Let's do your
Yes, right out.
yeah. Let's give you a rest. Reset your rest overnight. There we go. Thank you for reminding me. I'll get you set your spells for the day and stuff too. I'll give you a minute.
Yep. That's what I'm doing.
On the way, Belor Hemlock says he doesn't expect it to be much. Maybe just
Kids.
like
They always blame kids.
yeah, or maybe just a goblin got trapped in the vault or something like that. But he wants to be safe and
You're saying
Alexis
Yeah,
asked Rumpa, "Do you see footprints leading into the vault?"
that's a good question.
that's an excellent question.
Let me check. If it's a goblin that's stuck there, it's probably through no vault of his own.
Well, my thought
Uh-huh.
is, if it's small footprints, then it might be the goblin. But if it's larger than goblin size, there might be
Do you
another.
just want this open, or do you want it in the tower?
No, open is good. I like to see all the rolls, and I know everybody
Okay.
else likes to see them too.
Tracking, so that's a 17.
All right, excellent. So the ground around the place is churned up. You can see that the door is ajar. It's like a stone burial vault built above ground to honor Father Xantus, who was the curator of the previous Sandpoint Cathedral. It wasn't actually a cathedral back then; it was more like a church. Quite a bit smaller, mostly built of wood, and hence the fire that claimed his life. Let's see here. So the vault in question is 20-foot square stone structure. This is close enough on the map. The stone door does indeed hang ajar. The ground around the place is turned up as well. There's many footprints or goblins, but there appears to have been two other larger humanoids.
Okay, just to remind myself as well, if the tracks are for undead, it's actually another +2,
Okay.
so it would be a 19 for undead.
Okay. So out here in the boneyard outside, you see like a half dozen goblin tracks and two medium humanoid tracks. If you can beat a DC 20, I'll see if I can give you some information about the medium humanoids for survival. You can do it.
Survival.
Yeah.
Could the medium humanoids be Father Xantus or the sheriff? We definitely don't want to track something that's not an enemy.
Yeah, it's it looks like they entered into the vault.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so
these guys have not yet. So
yeah, so there's probably definitely a booted humanoid, probably human, probably about close to 180 pounds. Pretty,
Okay.
and then there's a smaller humanoid who probably human, maybe female. The shoes are they have a square heel, chunky. You can see those mixed in, and they don't seem to match any of the footwear of Father Xantus. You haven't got a good look at the caretaker of the cathedral, the hunchback guy who's kind of like leaning on his shovel. He's the guy that's responsible for digging the grave of the slain guardsman, and he's kind of glaring out across the cemetery in the mist in the morning.
Now, you said the ground.
He's probably not wearing high heels, right?
No, he's
probably
definitely
not.
he's not even wearing boots. He's got like a pair of almost like Birkenstock sandals.
Doesn't wear the high heels during the day.
No,
The ground here, you said it was disrupted?
Yes.
It would be expected to be smooth, would it not?
Yes.
Normally?
Yes.
Okay. So does it look like something was burrowing under it or something dragged over it?
It looks like there was like a lot of commotion here. And it
Okay.
looks like the lock was broken.
Okay. So I suggest we move forward.
All right.
So it looks like a robbery, and I'm going to pull out the Morning Star and gear up the shield.
Okay.
I don't know if the threat will still be here, but we can certainly investigate. Maybe there'll be clues.
Is there light down here?
No, it's you're outside. This is outside.
Oh, this is still outside. Okay, okay.
This is outside. Yeah. The this area up top, the square area, that's going to be like the burial vault. You
Oh,
go
so
inside.
this is the burial vault here.
Yeah. So if you push the door open all the way, there'll be ambient light from the outside.
Okay. So this is where we're going.
Yep.
Okay.
So as soon as we get to there, as soon as you get the door open, you can look in and see. Search
Okay.
of the vault's interior turns up 2 things of interest. First, there's a discarded robe that lays in this far corner to the left.
Northwest.
Yes, northwest on the map.
Okay.
And the second, and it's more disturbing, is the fact that the sarcophagus that contained the remains has been opened, and there's no remains within it. But there are 2 animated skeletons.
Oh no!
So,
Wow.
Okay.
So let's roll for initiative.
Okay. How far in did I get before I see the skeletons?
Let's see, can you see them now?
Yeah, I can see them.
Ah,
Oh, yeah.
You can probably see them all
When
along.
just got in the door? Or
No, we
when I got
couldn't.
here?
We just saw him now.
Okay.
Okay.
No, I meant how far would I have
Roll.
gotten in before I noticed
What a
them?
roll.
Oh, right away.
Okay.
You would notice them right away. They're not hiding or anything like that.
Okay.
Okay.
Hang on, let me get initiative roll here. Yeah. Just had to remember where it was.
Yeah, let me do Hemlock too.
Well, it wasn't totally terrifically bad, but it wasn't very good either.
All right. How come Hemlock didn't show up? I rolled the wrong one. That's why. Who did I roll?
You rolled the skeletons.
I rolled for
They did really well.
Alendril by mistake. What did you initially roll, Al?
I rolled shit. I rolled a 1 actually. So
Okay.
I have a 6.
All right.
Rolled
Well,
for a
keep,
6.
keep the 8. That's my apology
Nice.
for the shit rolls on the spellcraft. Ratatouille is the first to act. He springs to action right away.
How do I do ranged touch attack?
A range touch attack? Yeah, on your sheet under combat, you should see range touch. Oh, you just actually no. Okay. Is it for a spell?
No, it's for my bombs. I'm on actions and
Okay.
I see.
Isn't
all
it
right.
just a ranged attack versus the target's
I
touch AC?
think under acid bomb, we changed the attack type to.
I need to.
All right, I don't see that either. Okay. Hang on a minute. There is a way.
yeah, if you open up your spell,
It's not a
your
spell.
range touch spell. Oh, it's not?
No,
Oh,
we made it like an attack. But I also did. I think I did bombs down below for you. No, I didn't do it because you had that
Well, if
already.
you made it an attack, that'll work too.
Yeah, just make an attack and let me put it back to ranged. And the touch attack if it beats the touch DC, and we're good. And they're flat-footed, so
That'll beat it.
that's a hit.
Boom.
Boom. Skeleton 1, I believe, is blown up.
It's all blown up.
So
Good.
before we go any further, though, the acid explodes. The skeleton breaks apart, and then at that point, you can make me a spellcraft check, Ratatouille,
Okay.
or Arcana, knowledge, whatever one's better. Okay, you don't.
The other one.
The
The other one.
the bones don't blow apart like physically. They seem to blow apart sort of metaphysically. There's not any physical remains left.
Yeah, like they were summoned. I got you.
Yeah, we won't tell
well, I
you
don't
the
know
actual
that,
meaning
sorry.
because you didn't make the check.
Yeah.
But you physically noticed that something unusual happened there.
He just disappeared.
Hmm.
It's a trouble.
Well, I guess I could go here and maybe I'll be brave and try and kill this thing or hit it. But maybe I want I want to chant a bardic inspiration, but my God, there's only one of them here left. So I'm gonna try and hit it. Maybe I'll die in the process, but you never know.
Yeah,
All right.
brave and foolish are, part and parcel.
I evoke my arcane strike though, and I'll make a rapier attack. Oh no, I'm
All
back to
right.
normal. Okay, but I'm there, and that's all I'll do for now.
Well, you've managed to trap the skeleton so he can only attack you. That was a
Yeah.
good move.
Well, yeah, but I got my shield up and stuff. I'm tough.
Yeah. Click on.
Any other
Yeah,
actions?
no, that's all I can do.
Okay, so the bottom of the screen is the next actor button. The
Yep,
bottom of
sorry.
the combat tracker.
Yeah, I got it. I forgot to click it. Yeah.
That's cool. Not a problem. It's a mindless undead, so it does get a full round action though.
Whoa.
Missing a miss.
Yeah.
It was close.
Oh,
It's got a broken scimitar and trying to slash at you with a claw. Alexis.
yeah, and look.
Moving through allies counts as double movement or no?
I'm not going to worry about it in this instance. But yeah, generally. You get up close. That's fine.
In 20 feet of movement, I don't think that's a little hard. 10. If I go diagonal, it's 20.
Okay.
Do you agree?
Yeah.
Is that good or not?
That's fine. Yeah.
Okay. Then I will strike the skeleton down with the Morning Star, hopefully. If I can find my attack button.
There you go.
Oh,
Crunchy.
that's a hit. That's killing.
No. I wanted to kill him so badly.
Dead.
You get the next one. Undead must die in this thought we share.
Yes, that's true.
So you notice that when you bash the skeleton apart, the bones dissipate.
I look at Rampa. Is this normal for undead? Usually they just fall apart.
I don't know.
Did anybody
I
have
hated undead for a long time, but I never had a chance to fight them until almost today.
knowledge religion? Anyone?
Oh, I can cast that, or I can
Knowledge?
roll
I
that.
don't do knowledge.
No, I don't have bardic
I'm
knowledge,
SMRT.
Yeah, it's me too. SMRT.
Let's see here. Maybe Hemlock might be able to help you out. Nope. Father Xantus probably does, though.
14 would say that was a skeleton. I don't
Yeah,
think
it was
he's
definitely a skeleton. When you guys make perception checks, which you will definitely be making
All right.
at some point,
I'll
you
make a
notice
perception.
that there is a little cloth skeleton on the ground, like almost like a scout badge.
Like a zombie doll.
Yeah, but it's not like it's almost like something that would be sewn onto like a shirt, almost like a badge.
Does the badge have an evil aura?
Weird.
You go detect evil.
At will, correct.
Okay, so yeah, so you detect evil, and then everybody else who's able to is probably detecting magic, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a lingering aura on the robe that's discarded. It looks like it's was once maybe a magic item that's faded, and these trying to think of the right word for it. We'll call them badges, but do you know what I mean? Like a sew-on cloth badge. from
like a merit badge. He got his skeleton merit badge.
yeah, almost like that. I think there might be another word for it.
An emblem?
An emblem. Trying to think, what do they sew on baseball uniforms? Like on like a baseball jersey,
A crest?
crest, something
Or-
like that. Yeah, they're almost like that, but they're about an inch and a half, and they're just made of like a dark cloth, and there's an embroidered skeleton on the dark cloth, and there's evil aura, and the magic of the cloth is rapidly fading. So it's kind of like a lingering aura from a magic item that has been burned out.
Would my conversations, my knowledge local, tell me anything about this emblem? This crest, I mean?
Yeah, you wouldn't have known anything about this.
Okay.
So look in the sarcophagus. There should be a body, and there's not a body.
Yeah, so Father, once the danger's gone, Father Xantus comes over and says, "Oh no, Father Tobin's remains have been taken."
So I think by the video we learned that Father Xantus and his daughter perished in the fire.
Father Tobin.
Tobin, right? Father
Yeah.
Tobin was buried here. Was his daughter also buried here?
The remains of the daughter was never found.
Uh-oh.
Father Xantus actually tended the body of Father Tobin, and he said that all that remained of Father Tobin, the fire was so intense that all that remained of Father Tobin were just several of the larger bones, and they couldn't find any remains of the daughter, but with how bad everything was burned down, it wasn't a surprise. He said it was more of a miracle that they found what they believed to be the remains of Father Tobin, as
When they
opposed.
Why? What use would anyone have to take so little remains, other than propaganda? Like, is there a known?
Well, I'm concerned about the fact that the second set of footprints here it looked like a female. So was it possible that the daughter came for the remains? But how much of him was buried? Was he buried in a full outfit? Did he have his boots on, his cloak on, everything else? Or
No,
was
it was just mostly a collection of bones wrapped in cloth, ceremonial.
Okay. Well, two people came in, and it looks like two people went out. And it looks like they took the bones with them. But if one of them was a female, maybe it's his daughter.
Oh, she couldn't be. She's dead. She was for sure dead in the fire.
Well, so whoever it was knows a lot about dead because we've just hit two skeletons. My only experiences was one that skeletons and ghouls were brought by a necromancer. So either there's somebody evil brought these skeletons here.
This
So
cloak
can I?
has a lingering aura of evil.
Let's have a look here.
So let me look around and start looking for tracks. I can do a perception.
Okay. So you pretty much find the same things that you found before. You don't find anything new.
No, but I can't. Can I track them anywhere?
Yeah, you track them across the that small footbridge
Okay.
that heads out to the east. And once you get outside of town, you lose the tracks.
I don't know about this town. As soon as you leave town, they can't track you anymore. Versus the goblins? Like magic. Okay. Well, we'll report what we found back to the priest.
Anybody else want to do knowledge arcana
Perception?
on these things?
Yeah. Wow. Oh.
All right. Okay. Well, Father Xantus knew. He got a 23. He said that is a used up robe of bones. It's an evil necromantic item that you tear off the emblem of the skeleton or zombie or whatever undead is attached to the robe, and it
Oh.
summons them.
And it creates them.
Yes.
So you throw it on the ground. So you take the patch off, throw it on the ground.
Yes.
And whatever the patch was, it comes to. It animates.
It does, and it looks like this particular robe is used up.
Well, I should burn it anyway if it's got an evil aura and it was used for
I'm in
necromantic.
agreement for start the fire.
Sounds like a pretty good party gag sort of thing for some
Until you
folks.
throw down skeletons.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll go back to. Well, I'm assuming we'll go back and talk to the head priest and tell them what we found, which means his bones look like they've gone out of town.
Yeah. Father Xantus is there. He
Okay.
helped identify the robe of bones.
Oh, that's right.
And Belor Hemlock is he's doing the same thing. He's checking for tracks. You guys can clearly see the footprints through the out of the cemetery. They split off from the goblins. The goblins start running around town. These footprints make it to the bridge, and then once you get across the wooden bridge, you can track them for a little bit into the hinterlands, but then you lose the way.
Well, yeah, they've also got 24-hour head start by this time,
Yeah,
or almost. Yeah.
but you did track them across the bridge, though.
Yep.
Them and some goblin footprints. It was pretty evident that
Which,
that's the way that they came in, and that's the way that the two people left.
Right.
Yep.
And that's
Tanner's
the bridge
Bridge.
in the northeast.
Northeast.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Undercliff Way going out Tanner's Bridge.
Yeah.
Or if you got the numbered chart,
That looks
goes out
pretty
by number 14.
pretty wild. Looks like very wild country. No wonder you can't find their tracks.
That would
Yeah, it
go out
gets,
to that would head up to along the Tarandarok River.
That's towards Raven Roost, isn't it? Where that
Yeah.
real nightmarish creature is?
That Devil's Platter, actually.
Oh, up to that.
Yeah, it would probably be on that side of the river. I think that's what,
Yep.
Right.
if I'm getting it right. Yeah.
No, that's
yep.
right. That road actually goes southeast, right?
Mm-hmm.
East and southeast. Interesting.
Hmm.
Did we find out about Devil's Platter?
You
Can't
can.
remember.
You can. Let me. It would be handy if I had a map that had all the pins in it. Let's see here.
Yep. You think? Yeah.
Yeah, they have them,
With
but
story elements.
yeah, you gotta find it. Hinterlands. I'm just gonna type in hinterlands and see what comes up. The hinterlands. All right, there we go. All right, so we've got the Devil's Platter. The edges of the Devil's Platter are known haunts for the Bird Crunchers, a small tribe of relatively non-aggressive goblins.
The Bird Crunchers. Good.
See, Hemlock tells you that, but he also tells you that Shalelu knows way more about all the different the tribes. She's always talking about it when she comes into town. You know, the brine stumps are doing this, the bird crunchers are doing that, the smash tooths are. I can't even keep the name straight half the time.
So, is it known that she just obsessed with them, or does she have a modus operandi as to why she keeps so many tabs on these different clans of
She
goblins?
hasn't come right out and said it, but she bears a pretty strong hatred for them.
Okay, there's something there we don't know
As
about.
far as I can tell.
Okay.
Yeah, the Tarandarok River. I'll give you a description of that if we can find it. Nope. All right. Story. The old search is getting a workout tonight.
Tarandarok. Okay,
There we go.
cool.
Nope, that's a Turendarok Academy. Okay, it's a different. That's the name of the orphan academy in town. It's named after the river. It looks like a fairly substantial river. Not like Cougar Creek or what's the other one? The one that Soggy River that attaches to the Brine Stump and the Foxglove River. There you go. There's a river named after the Foxgloves family.
Interesting enough, if you keep going by that, you see there's a kind of harmless tribe of goblins and devil's platter. If the road that goes out that way at some point crosses the river and goes back toward the graves.
Yep, sure does.
So the goblins could still have come from, if not the Shankswood, points east of there. Okay.
All right. The next encounter, I'm just gonna give you guys the award for it, and we'll call it at that. It's one of those awkward role playing encounters I don't really want to get into. Where you, you try to get seduced by a shopkeeper's daughter, and if it's one of those ones where the shopkeeper catches you banging his daughter, he wants to fight you. Like, all right, well, whatever. I'm just gonna.
What about if it's a woman character though? I mean,
regardless of sex, I'm out for that one.
Banging is banging.
Exactly. And actually, if you want to have a one-on-one fight with this guy, he's actually pretty tough. I'll throw him in the party sheet. We can do that part of it.
I kill him.
We should.
I just want the first part.
Does anybody want to fight? What's his name? Van Vinder. It's like a fist fight though, not weapons and stuff.
It sounds like Vin Diesel.
Well,
call me after.
Call
me after I get my second level. Call me after second level.
I'd like someone to do it to punish him for being overprotective of his daughter.
Yeah.
I just want to know where she is so I can come back and find her in a level or so.
Let's see here. There's
gonna have a sudden disappearance.
Images. Shayless. Here's the image they provide.
More like Shameless.
If I can find her. So you can probably imagine where this encounter goes.
To the basement.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Under the auspices of we're just gonna kill a couple rats. So obviously she's not gonna invite Ratatouille.
That's fire.
You might have to be punished for being discriminatory.
I'm going to ask to go on his story.
All right.
I'll tell her. He's our big cheese. You got to invite him.
What does she think of dwarven clerics? Does she have a special tastes?
Does she have any standards, or is Dwarven Cleric okay?
Yeah, Dwarven Cleric could be. Does he want to fight Van Vinder? Here's the picture of Van. He's the overprotective father, and he's also the owner of the general store. We
don't piss him off. We won't be able to buy anything.
Exactly.
He should be punished just for the ridiculous hat he wears.
In the video, they talk about Van Vinder getting mad and beating people up too. So
that's true.
Wow. Yeah, he looks like he needs a beating, all right.
So if anybody wants to do the fight, we can do the fight. But otherwise, I'll skip off to the next one.
Oh, no, keep going. We'll just throw those experience points right in our character sheet.
I already did that. You're
nicely done.
That's the best kind of XP. You don't even have to fight.
All right. Let's see here.
I want to fight.
You want to fight him?
I do want to fight him.
Okay.
This might be good.
Hold on. I'm going to buff up first.
Whereabouts in town is he?
You probably have an easier time finding it than I would.
Well, don't worry about it.
Is he evil? Hey, Paladin, is this guy evil?
No.
No.
He's just protective of his daughter.
Yeah.
Well, Here
That's
we go.
relative. Like his level of evil is relative based on your perception.
Well,
It's not like
he's
pure evil, but obviously, if you are not a favor of letting how he
A little.
goes
There's
on.
a little backstory too. His other daughter has a reputation for being a little loose, so he's maybe had he doesn't know how to handle teenage girls.
Okay.
mm,
Let me buff up. I'll do it the next
they're
morning.
just well.
Like the only way you'd be involved in any of this is if there was something going on with one of the daughters. So
So,
Yeah.
With a beard like that, it's pretty obvious he's an obsessive type.
What? Everybody with a beard is excessive?
No, with a beard, that type of beard. I mean,
Yeah.
that's like
That's an
that's a
Abe Lincoln
weird
beard.
yeah, almost.
right? And he wasn't obsessive or anything.
okay.
But he wasn't evil either. So
He
there.
wasn't evil. No.
Let's see if I can make this happen.
All right.
Let's see. I'm gonna do this. Boing. Gonna do this. Boing.
Okay, let me. Yeah. So you do mage armor first. We don't have to worry about how many rounds because that's 1,000,000. I'd imagine
An
you
hour.
would do it just as do the shield just as. Maybe he comes down the stairs. Maybe she's got you actually looking for rats.
I found a rat, Daddy.
All right.
It would make sense to get a rat to find rats.
Exactly.
Right? So it's not completely out of the question.
Any other buff ups?
I'm a mouser. No, first level wizard.
Okay.
Do you want my whip?
All right. Let's see here. You can roll for initiative, and I'm gonna wind one round off the fight.
Yeah.
Oh, he had bad initiative.
He had a horrible initiative.
He probably got tangled up in his own beard.
All right.
Okay.
So let's bump it to round 2 and Rada.
It's a fist fight, right?
Yeah, it's a fist fight. He's coming at you. He's got fists of fury. He's got bad intentions.
I don't even have that set up to attack.
I think you can just make a regular combat roll. I think on the combat tab. Yeah, just a melee attack.
Here we go. Woohoo! Eat it, buddy!
Oh, you critted! Oh, did it confirm?
Let's see if that confirmed.
Oh yeah, because
Check for critical.
we don't know for sure.
Yeah, let's see here. I don't. It might. He's got an armor class of 9. Yes, it's confirmed.
Wow.
Ratatouille. So,
I think if you hit Control or Shift when you roll the damage, it automatically will do double. There's also the plus minus modifiers on the tool up top on the right hand side.
what's a small rat fist do? 1d1?
1d2, I think.
1d3, I think, is an armed
Or is it
attack.
1d3?
Yeah.
See what does no, because Van Vinder does 1d3 himself, so it'll probably be 1d2.
Okay, 2 damage. Eat that on a crit.
All right.
Okay, it usually doesn't matter for size unless he's small. Unarmed is 1d3, and unless you're a monk, and when it's 1d6.
I think Ratatouille is small.
Yeah, I thought he was.
So where are we?
Oh, he could be, yeah. That's
You're in the basement of his store.
Okay, so then after I do that, I'm gonna just jump.
Jump where?
Let's see.
I missed that. Jump.
Sorry, somebody was calling. Jump behind a barrel and hide.
Okay.
So since I'm gonna jump, he gets an attack of opportunity.
Okay. But he hasn't acted yet in the combat, so.
So I run away, go hide around the corner.
All right.
And the other thing is, unless he's got a weapon in his hand, he doesn't get an AOO. And if he has an armed attack, he does, but otherwise.
I'm hiding.
I smack you and run away.
Yeah, it's a basement of a store, so There's enough area around there that you could maybe slip into some place that he wouldn't see you right away. And it's also like a basement, and Shayless would have a candle lit or something like that. So, yeah, I'll allow it.
Yep.
Round 2. Round 3.
Oh, is he looking for me?
Yeah, he's looking for you, but he hasn't found you yet.
I'll pop out. Can I throw something at him? I'm gonna throw a rock at him.
Okay. You pop up.
I just pop up and huck something at him.
Okay.
Combat ranged. Is he on the board or just roll?
Yeah, he's on the combat tracker. You can drop it right on the combat tracker if you want.
Belor?
Van Vinder, I think.
I don't see him on the combat
No?
tracker. Oh yeah, no, he's there. He's there. Yeah,
Right at the bottom?
He was there, right at the bottom. Yeah. All right. It's hard for me to see for a second. But I did see him. No, he's not. There he is.
There he is.
Yes,
Okay.
you have to delete your combat tracker and reload it.
Did we do? I did 2 damage to him. I don't know how to do that.
I got it.
So I huck a turnip at him.
All right. Fire away. Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna move and hide.
All right. So the okay, go ahead.
Hide. I'm a good hider.
You are a good hider.
Stealth. I'm sneaking like that. You don't see me, buddy.
Seeing as you rolled the 1 on your attack, though, I'm gonna say that he spotted you.
That's fine.
All right. So he gets let's see, 1 attack. He misses.
I'm
Do it.
Round 4.
I'm gonna move, huck something at him, and hide. Whatever.
Okay, so now when you move, he'll get an AOO because he's alert to you.
But he has. Oh, with his fists or no?
Yeah, he's with his fists.
That's fine.
He does have improved unarmed strike, so.
He hit me.
And he definitely gets an AOO.
Yeah.
Hit me.
All right. Well, he misses. And he kind of falls over a little bit, stumbles over a crate, and he's. I'll put prone on him.
I thought he might if you said he was a brawler.
Okay.
There's no way you can be a brawler without unarmed strike.
That's a hit.
Okay, so that what do I do? How much damage for throwing something? 1?
It's an improvised weapon. We'll call it a D3.
Okay. How do I?
I think you D3 -1 for your strength. You have -1 strength?
-2.
-2. Okay. So we'll just give him 1 point of damage.
Yeah. I was gonna say,
1 point of damage.
even if you roll a 3, it's going to be 1.
And then I go and hide.
All right. Roll your hide.
Can't see me, buddy.
He might, but he's on his ass right now, so.
Oh, jeez.
He does spy you. So he takes an action to stand up and another action to approach you. So now he's got you in his sights. He's right on you.
Okay, 5 foot step.
Next round.
5 foot step, and I huck something at him.
Sure.
Come here, Vinder. Boom, another damage.
Yeah, you're gonna have to do this another 30 times.
Stop it.
He steps
Stop
up.
it.
Oh, 22 misses? Holy shit.
Wow.
All right. You
5
can't.
foot step, 30 times. 27 times.
Your armor class goes down in a few rounds, though.
That's okay. It's okay. He hasn't hit me yet. I'm laughing at him, and I'm blowing kisses to my girlfriend.
All right.
We missed.
Aye,
5 foot step, 1 damage. I'm making fun of him.
You dirty rat.
Literally.
Oh, that was hovering on a 20.
All right. Hit another damage. This is embarrassing for this dude.
This is.
Rat was trash in his place. All right. How many much rounds do I have on my shield?
It's getting down there.
Okay, because I have another one memorized.
Yep, 2 more rounds.
Oh, no damage.
1 point. Yeah, he's only got a 9. Nope. All right.
Eat it. Another point.
Yep. It's getting there. He's going to be winded pretty soon. Let's see here. Oh, okay. This might be the last round for your...
This is my last round.
Yeah.
This is my last round.
I'm going to do... I'll bump the round, and then, yeah, it's come off now.
Oh, it's off, so I cast it again. 5 a stab, cast it again. Boop. Okay, his turn.
Okay, doke. Oh. Hang on.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, your shield didn't go on yet.
Oh, let me put it on. Yeah. Ooh, glad I cast it on me.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
All right.
So then now, my turn. I'm going to kill this guy. Literally.
Well,
It's possible.
not with unarmed strike.
I'm throwing shit at him.
Yeah.
It's non-lethal, right?
Yeah,
Pretty much.
But knock him out.
Knock him out.
I'm robbing his store. Can't hit me, buddy.
Are the rest of us aware of the fight, or are we doing our
There
own
we
thing?
go. Another death.
No, I think this is just Ratatouille off on his own.
He's at half health. Hit me.
Ooh. Seen that 20 a lot.
Yeah. Oh, eat another point.
So I could see Alexis sitting in the tavern drinking tea, just going, "Everyone's here, but
Oh, I
rat.
missed.
Wonder
I
what's going."
missed.
Oh, it can't be anything.
Oh,
over it.
7 missed. Okay.
Yeah.
Missed.
Well,
Another point. Eat it.
Yep. 13 points of damage so far.
13 points of damage. This is funny. $14.
14.
$15. Oh no, I missed.
Oh, no. You run out of rounds, too. Oh,
oh,
stumble. I'll put
He hit
prone
me.
on him. He's prone. So don't roll a 1. Okay, 15 points of damage. And he's got to use an action to get up and all that other stuff. So round 19. 2 rounds left in shield. He misses.
Okay.
Ooh. 1 round left in shield. There's the damage. Point of damage. 16. He's into the red. Another 1. He's down again.
Down again.
He's getting winded.
He's tired.
He's absolutely gassed. He's blown a gasket.
I'm just scratching his door.
Oh.
My shield is off, right?
Shield is off, yeah.
Okay, so now I'm going to fight defensively.
Okay.
So it's -4 to hit, +2 armor class.
Yep.
Let me see if I have fight defensively on here.
It is. If you have 3 ranks, and nobody has it right now because we're on your first level. 3 ranks in acrobatics, and you get a +3 to your armor class.
right.
But her level
Let's
-4
see
to
here.
hit,
It's,
+2 AC.
You have to be at least 3rd level to do it. Right?
Yep.
It's dodge,
To get
right?
the-
Is it a +2 dodge bonus? Doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
Uh,
Okay, that should work.
so where am I clicking? in
Oh, you know why
combat?
you're so hard to hit? You've got 2 mage armors up.
No, they don't stack.
They shouldn't stack. I'll delete the 1.
No, I have a 18 dex and then the mage armor.
Yeah,
and
18.
Then a small.
Yep,
And
19
then-
should be 21, right? With the
Right, and then-
fighting defensively.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so here I just rolled a 20. Oh gosh, you're doing the tracker for hits, so
Yeah.
there we go. Hit.
Okay, so it'll be 18. So that's with the -4, it'd be a 9, so it'd still be a hit.
Well, no, but I have +4 because I have 18 dex throw shit.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Okay, I gotcha.
Oh,
Still a miss.
Woo! I missed.
miss.
Let's see. What does he need to hit me? I need a 9 to hit him. What does he need to hit me?
He's a 17 to hit you.
Shit, I don't like my odds. But I hit him again.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what he needs.
He was rolling 18s and 19s earlier, but he needed
Yeah.
a 20 then.
You got
Yeah. He had to.
Oh, so sorry.
Now he's
Oh.
rolling low. He's getting wiped out.
Yeah, he's done. He's gassed. Absolutely gassed.
Surrender.
He might.
Oh, no.
Oh, now he's.
Oh, that one does.
You got me.
Oh,
Whoa.
Oh, I got smacked.
Got smacked. Finally hit you. Right through your magic.
That was minimum damage, too.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
He has a pretty big bonus on there.
Yeah, +4.
Oh.
Okay. I back up and I grease them. Grease the floor. So
Reflex save. Eh?
playing dirty now.
Okay, he's down.
Good.
Down in the grease.
I go, stay down.
He goes,
Yeah.
I will. All right. Just get out of here. Get the
Okay,
hell out of here.
I take a box of shit and leave.
Okay.
Take all his cheese for sure.
Yeah, I want the cheese.
Jesus is in the
And then
corner.
I
Get the
throw
hell out.
temple.
I don't want to see you in
What
my
is-
store anymore.
What business is he in? I didn't
It's
catch
a general
that.
store.
It's the general
Oh,
store.
general store. So he would have lots of cheese.
Yeah.
That's excellent.
You'll have lots of everything.
Yeah, exactly. It's the,
Well, cheese is
Hey.
probably the most important thing. It's
Right.
ratatouille.
First level wizard doing 15 damage with his fist with his 6 strength.
20. You're up
20 damage.
You did. You hit him 20 times.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
That you do have a bit of a lump on your shoulder where he caught you.
Oh, he hit me good.
Yeah.
I'm a
Yeah.
rat man. I'm a
He really
wizard rat
does
man.
hit.
I don't have shit. Yeah, he could have clocked me in one blow.
Yeah, here's the general store. Owned and operated by Ven Vinder and his family, Sandpoint's oldest and best stocked general store. Has a little bit of everything. Farm equipment, weapons, tack, tools, furniture, food, and even homemade pies baked by Ven's wife.
Can I take a pie?
Oh,
Yeah, Ven even keeps a shocking supply of alcohol in his basement.
Should have taken the alcohol.
So you
Yeah.
still can.
well, how many pies can a rat carry?
Yeah,
I
exactly.
want pie.
You got
If
you
you can
got
carry
one,
one, that's fine. Otherwise, you got to carry 6.
yeah, one for each hand, and then you're out.
Can't rats carry a whole bunch of pies in their food pouches in their mouths?
That's a gerbil.
Oh,
If you carry
Or
it
a
in your mouth, you
chipmunk.
can keep it.
All right, so sometime during the night, like it's the day goes by. You guys can do anything else that you want to do in the town. The next set piece comes up as you're kind of whiling away the evening hours.
well, I want to do. Okay,
Yeah, but feel free to do anything in between. Ratatouille's
I
had
want to do a performance at the Rusty Dragon.
excellent.
A sensuous hum to work the crowd up in ways that will benefit the proprietress.
All right. Well, you find that a lot of people want to hear about the stories of you guys killing the goblins and stuff like that too. So I don't know if you can work that into your story or not, but
Well, I can do poems. I was going to do a sublime, sensuous purr, which is my specialty, but I can do poetry is my other thing. So I could work that in.
Sure.
But I'll start with a purr, and hopefully I can pull this off. But let's see. Here we are. A sensuous purr. Oh, that's not terrible.
no, that's average.
Yeah.
It's a small town. It's not like you're on stage at the Met or anything like that.
They get worked up even on that, I would think.
Well, they would, small town, yeah.
Yeah, for
They
sure.
haven't seen
Yeah,
the.
seeing a cat purr, these weird, sensuous, harmonic purrs. So the poem, "We Fought the Goblins." Um, my poem is just, "We fought the goblins and we won." I mean, and the goblins didn't win.
All right.
All right, here is a poem. I wish I'd written something down, but I will do this performance. Poetry of a poetic nature. Oh, oh, that's a bit better.
That one goes. That's what the crowd came here for. They're not sure what's going on with that purring thing, but
They just got me on a bad night.
yeah,
That's all.
they're not. They haven't really gotten hip to the cat culture yet.
Yeah.
But
Does the purring include a hairball?
Well, I probably had choked on a hairball. That's it.
But they're digging the story about the battle for sure.
And I'll tell them if they come back tomorrow, they can see a very acrobatic, a different type of performance, so something very acrobatic involving a whip. But I won't tell them any more than that.
Oh, it's just a teaser. Just a teaser.
It's just a teaser, yeah.
All right, and word spreads fast around town too.
Well, that's good.
Alexis, did you have something that you wanted to do? I thought you said you might have wanted to do something.
I'm enjoying the show with tea, and if anyone asks, specifically, obviously, the center of the show is the kitty, but I am present in the
Okay.
armor and stuff.
With
Anyone
the
asks,
cat of nine tails.
the only I was present, but I witnessed these individuals perform the true heroism, and just simply use diplomacy to recount how each person in the group really did their thing, and not be bragging about whatever I did or didn't do.
Cool. Let's see. Does anybody else want to do anything like during the day today, or?
No, I will go around town. I want to acquaint myself more with the alleyways, streets, and everything else, so I'm more familiar. If I need to run around or take shortcuts, if anything happens in town, I'll know how the fastest way to get there. And I'll also touch base with the Church of Aurora, making some contacts there, because I know that they're a little bit underwhelmed as opposed to the rest of the 6 religions in town.
Yeah.
So I'll make a contact there and see how's it going and what do they do.
So it's a stone building. Is primarily a single large chamber. The floor is decorated with polished blue stones, set within winding pathways of reed mats. Structure was built probably about 40 years ago. Founded by a wandering monk. Today it's tended to by that wandering monk who founded the I guess, is it a monastery? It's just whatever it is, little temple-ish thing. Her name is Sabyl Sorn, Sabyl. And she wants to know if you want to meditate or anything like that.
I wouldn't mind learning some of your ways and to meditate. Sure.
They have a large collection of old books and scrolls. And the meditation floor in the library is opened up for fellow worshippers.
Okay.
She's heard about your heroics, so you won't even have to make the diplomacy check. She was quite pleased to find out that you were a worshipper. She hadn't heard that about you yet.
Oh, good. Well, let me know if there's things I can do for you as well, and we'll go from there.
Aurora's blessing upon you.
Thank you.
Darcel, did you have anything, or Alandro? You guys have anything that you needed to do during the day, or?
Yeah, I just walk around looking for the local
Flora and
slums
fauna?
really. Yeah.
Okay.
See if there's any work that's needed.
Okay. Like above board work or work?
Work.
Yeah.
Now,
Okay.
is there a thieves guild?
There's a few seedier places, and
Right.
you go in, and things are kind of quiet because you're an outsider right now, and you've ingratiated. They know who you are, and they know that you've helped the town out. So
Perfect.
when you kind of
I'll bide my time then.
yeah, when you kind of inquire a little bit here and there, they just give you, we're not really sure what you're talking about. But you've been around places like that enough to know. These are local Varisians. They're known as the Sarni, the Zarni, and it's like a gang. It's almost like analogous to the mafia.
Okay.
So you suspect that there might be Zarni connections, and from what you know of them from Magnamar, they could be pretty hardcore.
Cool. I won't push it.
Yeah, you're probably best not to, or else you might find yourself floating in the river. They're
That's why I left the last place. So
yeah, they got a pretty nasty reputation for stuff.
perfect.
Darcel, anything?
No, I'm just gonna wander around town, sample the ales in the various bars.
Who is your deity, your patron?
Bolka, who is daughter of Torag.
Okay. Do you educate any of the locals as to the faith?
The more I drink, the more I talk about it for sure.
Okay, so you're most of the time in the tavern after like walking around a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So around 8 o'clock at night, after the sensuous purr and the stories and all that stuff, a lady comes into the bar, and she's got like this like a wild look on her face, and she says, "I need some help. Help me, please." And she's like looking around, scanning the room, hoping to see the heroes of Sandpoint.
Yeah.
What's the matter, lady?
Cheese flies up and goes, "What's up, lady?"
So there's a goblin in my house. I think. I'm not sure. My young boy said he was having nightmares and said he saw a goblin, and we didn't believe him. And he was. My husband's trying to deal with it right now, but I'm not sure he can handle it. And he killed the dog, and my son got bit. You have to come quickly.
Yep. Grab my weapon. Head out.
Okay. So just a couple.
Seems legit. Let's go.
It's a trap.
Yeah.
Couple.
Just sounds like.
What's that?
Nope. Go ahead.
It sounds like a setup.
Whatever.
I rolled sense motive on her authenticity. It's probably legit, but I'm going to assume it is.
Why doesn't she scream at the street by her house? Why does she have to run into a tavern?
The tavern was only a couple blocks away. Not even a couple blocks. And she knew that there was a good chance that the heroes were there. And it was closer than the sheriff's house. That's what I say about these early encounters. Some of the things don't make sense.
Okay. Fair enough.
So I'm just kind of rolling with them.
In a way, it's to get the players involved in doing stuff.
Yeah, exactly. To get you to know the town and establish yourselves as heroes. I think this was a little horror encounter, actually.
It kind of would have been cooler if she ran into the bar and 5 goblins came in immediately after her. But anyways.
Yeah, exactly. Or this happened like during the day of the actual encounter. Would have been cool too. So anyway, you get to her little house, not that far away. I'm just going to throw you guys right on the map right here, on the Sandpoint map. I've got a handy dandy grid on there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
cool.
Doesn't seem to be too. So I'm going to throw this in the house there.
There really is only one goblin in the house. Jesus.
So, okay. So the scene is in the back bedroom where her son's room, and I forgot to mention she got a baby in her arms too.
Of course.
Oh,
A little
So-
flavor.
Yeah, like a newborn baby, like maybe
Of
a
course.
couple months old.
Like,
perfect bite size for a goblin.
So the son is standing in the street when you guys exit the tavern, and he's crying. He's in a big panic too. So she grabs him by the arm and just shows you where the house is, but she doesn't want to go inside. So
Is the son wounded?
the son is wounded. He's got a bite on his arm, like a goblin. It looked like a goblin was trying to eat him alive. It's you don't even have to make a heal check or anything like that. With the goblins, they have the big wide football mouth. You can tell just by the shape of it that the whole upper arm was almost bit through. It looked like he was trying to chew the flesh off.
Nasty fiends.
Yeah, and she said that her husband knocked the goblin off the child. The goblin scrambled into the closet and then disappeared. And that's when they noticed that their little dog, Petal, was dead. And husband said to go get help. And hopefully...
Okay.
Hopefully they're able to find the goblin.
Yep.
So you enter into the house, I'm assuming.
Yep.
Do you want to do anything before you do that? Ratatouille, your armor spell is gone.
Okay, I charge in. I am Ratatouille.
So there's a couple rooms. Let's
Shield.
see here. Where's the drawing? So basically, this is the room here. The baby's room. It's kind of like that.
Is anyone in here?
So you go in. You don't hear any response from that.
I run in.
So in the bedroom, you see what's probably your husband. It's like a grown man, human, and he's head first into the closet, and it looks like he's kind of like partially down a hole, head first.
Uh-oh.
And when you yell, he doesn't react.
I have scent. I smell for goblin shit.
And you smell blood.
Pull him out of the hole.
Pull him out of the hole. When you pull him out of the hole, his face is like mostly eaten off. Like a lot of the flesh is torn away, and he seems quite dead. And there's like a little hole down in the ground it looks like the goblin hastily broke a couple boards apart, went under the house where there's like a little hole kind of thing, like you know how they have like houses are kind of built up from the ground a little bit, and he's under
Crawl
there.
space.
Yeah, and he's kind of tunneled himself a little area, and he pulled like a fur blanket over top of the hole. You can see the fur blankets discarded off to the side, and when you look down into the hole, the goblin leaps up with a knife.
Oh, I'm scared.
Yeah.
So you want initiatives?
Yes, please.
There's only one goblin.
We're gonna get these 12 XP.
Yeah, exactly.
Boom.
Man.
But maybe there's quest rewards in this for you.
Yeah, I hope so. Fire in the hole.
Ratatouille coming in hot. Let me set it to round 1, not round 26.
That was so epic. With the 6 strain.
Oh man.
All right.
Oh. Hey.
Oh.
Well, that's a touch attack.
That's a touch attack. Let's see here.
Does he have
is
a
there
20
a way-
dex? 18 dex, maybe?
Let's see. I don't think so. Maybe actually. This guy's a little beefed up. Let's see here.
Actually,
Touch,
it-
touch, and
it's-
touch and flat-footed are both 14, which is both. So that's a hit.
Yes, eat that, buddy. Take this. Boom.
Ooh.
Ooh.
He
That's
survives,
a big mark.
but yeah, he's burned up good. He looks like one of the guy that wanted to fight everybody. He was in the middle waving the horse chopper around. He doesn't have a horse chopper though. He's got like the it looks like a shiv now in his hand. Rampa.
Oh, he's still up?
Yeah, he's still up.
Okay, where is he?
I think he's under you. Yeah. Let me let me make
no, you're right. He was under me. Okay. All right, so I'll take a 5-foot step back, and I'll take a swing at him. 'Cause
Okay.
that seems to be the decent
He's
thing
kind
to
of
do.
down in a hole though, so you like you can
Alfred.
you can be right up beside him and stab down.
Okay.
Out of the way.
And he's got he manages to evade that even though he's flat-footed.
Okay. Do I get +1 for being above him?
Yes, you do, and that would make a hit.
I thought I'd ask, but I wasn't sure.
He dead.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
Well, yeah, I would say so. With the power attack.
Wow, that's a lot of damage.
Yeah, it's
+9 damage. Good God.
all right. And skull and crossbones. So let's see here. The monster in the closet. He had see if he had anything interesting on him.
I have friends collecting arrows.
No, he had just a small dagger. Did anybody have use of a small dagger?
Not me.
He says, looking at Ratatouille.
Does it detect magic on it? Is
No.
it a magic detector?
It's not magic. Okay. I won't bother putting this on the...
So I approached a woman in a somber way and used diplomacy to say that we've dealt with the problem. The goblin is no more. Unfortunately, your husband has passed on as well.
Alagast is dead?
Maybe.
Okay,
I
very
appear to have
nice.
delivered it well, but
Yes.
it's still bad news.
Yeah, for sure. So she breaks down and stuff like that, but you're able to help her get it together. Of course, the sheriff comes probably about a minute too late. He comes up
There's a lot of that going around.
breathing heavy and okay, so he goes in and investigates the crime scene again and thanks you for saving probably 3 more lives at least. Maybe maybe tend to the young boy who's goblin bit. Maybe take him to the temple or whatever. That's what he offers to do after he kind of cordons off the crime scene and make sure that the dead father is taken care of.
So check around to see if there's any other tracks or whether this is just somebody that got trapped and left behind when everything happened.
Yeah, it looked like that's what happened. Maybe the goblin, instead of fleeing town, he kind of hid here, and then from what you can tell, that like it's a little dog, probably like trying to think of the name of it. I'm thinking like a pug-sized dog. So
Yep.
and the pug-sized dog is dead. But the pug-sized dog was barking at something, and just with the boy and the goblin attack and stuff like that, they just thought he was, kind of making it up because he'd heard the word goblin. But yeah, no, it was actually a real goblin in the closet, and he really killed her husband and the dog. And tried to eat her son alive.
That's why we kill goblins.
So if the death of the dog, is that going to unleash this woman into John Wick?
It is for sure. This would be the plot for John Wick 5.
Yeah. A goblin killed my dog.
Are
But
you
it's
guys
John Wick.
are you guys collecting the ears?
Oh yes,
So
definitely.
so I'll also put that in the inventory too. So there's another pair.
Good.
So we're at 12 in total. So I'll make that 64 gold pieces.
Do they pay per ear?
Yeah, they pay 5 gold pieces per
That's
set of
amazing.
ears.
Oh, set of ears. Okay.
Yeah. So you're up to like 60 gold pieces.
That's good. That's 10 gold each.
Yes.
We want to go into the forest and hunt goblins now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that part's coming up.
Yay!
Funny thing that.
Yeah, let's see here. If the PCs kill Geskert, Amelia is thankful until she learns of her husband's fate, whereupon she has a complete breakdown. And then you do your diplomacy check, which gets her back on track. Hemlock thanks the PCs and helps arrange to have the Barrett family stay at the cathedral for a few days. The aftermath of this, in case I forget to go back to it, is Emily's sister from Magnamar soon arrives to Sandpoint to take the distraught family back south with them.
So we can go check out their house more in detail.
I was going to say there's an
There's
empty
a house.
there
It's
now.
a house on the market.
Yeah.
It's for a for sale sign.
Oh.
Yeah, Ratatouille's now a realtor in Sandpoint. He just put up the for sale sign. Motivated seller.
What day are we at now? We're not on the.
This is only like the next day.
Okay, the 25th of Rova.
We're at the 24th of Rova. So this is the evening
Oh,
of the
still.
evening of the 24th.
Oh,
And
okay.
there's one other thing that I wanted to go over with you guys before the end of this session, just to get this whole kind of blank spot out of the way. And then we can start the adventure for real in 2 weeks. So we've got the trouble at the Rusty Dragon. There's only 2 inns in Sandpoint, so unless the PCs are local, they'll need to visit either one. So what happens is, I'm going to give you the Cliff Notes of it, or the Coles Notes for us Canadians. You guys are back at the tavern, and sometime around 10:30 at night, 11 o'clock, a couple hours after all this has gone by, you're settled back down. People learn more of your heroics, and they're sad for Emily, but they're thankful for you to be in town. You hear like a voice outside, and Alexis understands it's in Min K, and he's shouting at the top of her lungs, "Where's my daughter? Where is my daughter?" Like just really loudly, really obnoxiously, almost maybe even drunkenly. And just from like just beyond the outer door of the Rusty Dragon. So this
Sounds
goes
like a family issue. And remember, Amelia did say that she communicates with her father in their native language, and it's usually not pleasant.
yes.
So, this is a family issue, and I don't think I will stay here and drink my tea, but will not jump in the middle of it at this time.
Okay. So you see an older man, an older Chan man. He looks thusly. You're not sure if he's drunk or not. But he kind of, after a couple shouts from outside, he steps through the door and shouts, "Where the hell is my daughter?" In Min K, so not even in common. The other patrons recognize him. And everybody who has spent any amount of time in Sandpoint know that Lonjiku Kaijitsu is one of the founding noble families. So he carries a lot of water in this town. He owns like the glassworks, which is a huge industry in Sandpoint. they recognize all the other patrons recognize him, and they all just go like heads down. They get like extremely interested in their food, and nobody's really standing up to say, "Hey, don't do that," or "Don't be a jerk," or anything. They're just kind of going about their business. So he's standing there yelling this several times, and then he starts walking around from table to table. Where the hell is my daughter? Is she not here? In the language that these people don't understand, and you don't know if he's confused or he's drunk but he's acting oddly. And then finally, Amico comes out from the kitchen, and just as he's getting to your table, and he slaps his hand down on the table and he says in common, "So I see you're the heroes of Sandpoint. Perhaps you know where the hell my daughter is. I know you don't speak my tongue, but..."
He's saying all that in his native tongue?
No, he said that in common, and it's kind of like it's heavily accented common.
Right. I'm wondering, I'm looking at him, is his hat a burning candle?
I don't know.
Like, has he got a burning candle for a hat?
It does look like that, doesn't
A
it?
little wick on top, right?
Well,
It does.
Yeah.
That might be
But
John
that's
Wick. It does look like a burning candle, doesn't it?
Well, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
I thought, who is this guy? He really is kind of
Yeah.
a strange dude with a burning candle on his head.
Yeah.
It's John Wick.
Maybe that's why he's
It is
pissed
John
off,
Wick.
really.
It's
Just 'cause his head
Eslon
is
Wick.
hot.
Jico Wick, yeah.
Do we know who
Maybe
he is
he's
in town?
feeling the heat. I don't know.
I don't think these characters have learned that information yet. Is that right?
What's that?
Do we know, like, do our characters know who this is
Yeah.
in town? Okay.
Yeah. You would have known that the Deverins, they're the Mayor Deverin. You may have even met her. She might have passed by and thanked you.
Might I have... Sorry.
There's 4 noble families. There's the Deverins, the Kaijitsus, the Scarnettis, and a 4th one that escapes me at the moment.
So he approached our table and
Yep,
said that.
and he slapped his hand down on the
I just
table.
calmly look up to him and in a diplomatic voice just say, she'll see you when she's ready. If you don't need to treat us this way. But I say that in his language.
And you can give me anybody who has the heal skill or the medicine skill. I think it's heal in this edition.
Heal, yeah.
Yeah,
Heal.
give me a roll here.
Probably stuttered a little bit, but it's not a terrible role.
No, it's not horrible. And you said it in his native tongue.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I tried to be as calm as possible, but
Yeah.
obviously the role indicates
Darcel has
how
heal.
successful.
Yeah. So Darcel notices that this man is maybe not as old as he appears to be. He looks like he hasn't had much sleep lately. He's got like maybe his whatever he was sick from that made him miss his speech. Maybe it's affecting him negatively. Maybe he's got like some kind of sickness or something like that. Some sort of stress.
In my prying around what I've heard, anything about his daughter and local tidbits of information?
That Amico is loved by everybody.
Oh, it's his daughter is Amico?
Yeah, the tavern owner.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
Yeah, she's loved by everybody.
But I'm thinking he's in bad shape and looks like crap because he's got a candle burning on his head. He's feeling the heat. Jesus, no wonder. Okay, Miko, yeah, the proprietress of the pub is his daughter, right?
Yeah. So he says, so the heroes of Sandpoint, just what we need, another filthy band of vagrants to attract even more trouble to the town.
Or ones that can rid you of the goblins that none of your own people seem to be capable of handling.
Well, you should have left that to the professionals. We're lucky more people didn't get hurt.
Well,
The professionals actually depended on yes. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Where's my
We are
daughter?
professional.
And he turns away. Just, yeah, okay, whatever. He turns away, and then Amiko comes out from the kitchen, and she's got this look on her face like, fuck, Dad. And it's just like, I heard you. I was kind of hoping you would go away, probably. She's got that kind of attitude to. She's got like a stew ladle in her hand that she was cooking up for tomorrow's meals and stuff like that. She's just getting ready to shut it down for the night. And then her father comes in, acting all bizarre. So she walks over to him, and he starts moving towards the door. Perhaps you have a moment for your father. And she says, keep it down a little. Nobody needs to know that you're a crazy man out in the middle of the night. What are you doing here? And then they start going back and forth in Minkayan. Really quick, it's hard to hear. He's almost like whispers and this and that. And you hear the word brother. Alexis understands the word brother. Mm-hmm. And it's hard to make out. Like it was something like, maybe you should help your brother, or maybe if you had time for your brother, all this wouldn't have happened. It was hard. It's hard to exactly say exactly what he said, but she screams at him to get the hell out and not come back again. And then he reaches up and grabs her by the hair, like to drag her outside. And a couple patrons go to stand up to help her. She just, with the ladle, she brains him. She just clocks him right in the side of the head, and he goes down on one knee. He's like stunned. He's like, he looks like an old man now, like on one knee, he's shocked, and he's angry and he's embarrassed. And she turns away and says, "Get out, or I'll do it again." And he stands up and shouts, "One of these days you'll be sorry for your transient ways. All these people here you keep instead of your family." And then he leaves. He slams the door, and she apologizes to everybody. And we'll leave it at that.
Okay. Family Feud.
Yes.
Uh,
Well, that was fun, guys.
Well,
Cool. Cheers, man.
yeah, it's an interesting thing. Well, the thing about him, he's noble, so worst comes to worst, we could always gank him and rob his house.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe I'm thinking too far ahead of him, but yeah.
All right, let's XP it up. See how we got. How far do we get tonight? Oh, let's see here.
All I know is things are progressing faster than our last campaign.
All right, so we're
How many
at
sessions?
535. Once we get into the actual monster kill and stuff, it'll start moving pretty quick.
Well, that's halfway there already.
Yeah,
to
I imagine every 3 to 5 sessions, we'll probably level up. So it's a pretty good pace.
Yeah,
And
It's half.
judging from, like, we played the Return of the Runelords bi-weekly, and it took us 3 years roughly. So
Okay.
if you guys are in it for that long, and then again, we might be able to move it up to more weekly at some point. I'll have to see. It's tough in the summer because I'm so busy with baseball and stuff like that. But
worries,
maybe come the fall. We get
What level did you reach in that campaign
we finished
after
it.
your 3?
I got
level
to first time ever I got to level 20.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yep.
What's it like to actually finish a campaign?
It was awesome. It felt really momentous,
Nice.
you know, and
The reason I'm saying is I can't seem to get there.
Really?
I've only ever done it one other time, and it was with the Shackled City Adventure Path. I DM'd a couple, like, face to face, a couple of my friends all the way through it. I don't know if you're familiar with that one, but they got right to the very last fight, and then they got TPK.
Is that the
Ooh.
Skull and Shackles one? Is that what it is?
No, that was the one from the very first adventure path from Dungeon Magazine. It was the the Shackled City in Cauldron in Greyhawk.
Oh, right. That's like AD&D 1E days or
No,
2E days.
that was 3.0.
Oh, was it 3.0? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
That
Well,
was the new.
three of us recently finished the Carrion Crown one. We were at a 14th level when we hit that.
Yeah, I finished Carrying Crown playing as a Aasimar druid. And I think
So-
we were about that.
I got
Maybe
2
15.
questions.
Sure
The
thing.
first was for that altercation, was Foxglove in the tavern to view that?
Yes, he was.
And the second question is, I'm looking at the XP gained, and for some reason, Darcel got 2 less XP, both divided out. Is that some weird math, or is that
No,
intended?
he got 4 less. So let's fix that. Can't have that.
No,
Thank
especially a holy man.
Yeah,
Jeez.
exactly.
We should be at 539, right?
Well,
Yeah, I'll just change it to
maybe it's
539.
because he's a holy man and he's giving it away to the poor.
No, he's got holes in his XP.
His cat holes in his XP pockets.
My wife said I had to wear chainmail on my character because she prefers holy armor. That's her joke.
Oh,
Ooh, that
That's
sounds like the
cool.
missing link.
Well played.
Oh, woof.
All right, so
I
we
was-
will we'll pick it up here in a couple weeks on 420. So if you want to get
All
high,
right,
you want to get
nice.
high for this one, feel free.
Perfect.
No.
All right, man.
All right.
Gentlemen,
Thanks for
talk to you later.
DMing. It was fun. It's interesting.
Cheers,
Well,
mate.
thanks, guys. I will see you in a couple weeks.
Yep,
Okay.
thanks a lot.